What a palaver. Alright. All messages. KJ Games. Bosh. What's going on, mate? And Oliver Schlick. How you doing, mate? Bedrock, welcome in. A bit later than expected because my 4-year-old did not want to go to sleep. He's still not asleep. The kids are back from judo and one of the kids is going to have a try. We'll see how that goes. But he's been off school today, so he's not very well. He had a little nap earlier, so he's like wide awake. All right, Bosh man, how's things, mate? Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad, mate. A little bit stressed because I've been trying for the last 2.5 hours to get him to sleep. But apart from that, I'm all good. Got a nice Franciscana Vice beer that'll chill me out, won't it? Could be worse. I've got some nice beers for tonight, actually, in the fridge I got from Sainsbury's earlier. Start with the Franciscana, and we'll see. I've got a few Vice beers tonight. We'll see whether I think the others are better than this. I don't think I've had them back to back before. And the other ones I've got Paulaner and Augustiner Vice beer. So, you know, I'd put them right up with this. Maybe even better. So, cheers, everybody. Bosh. Look at that very sexy beverage. Oh. Yeah, I mean he's not too bad. He's not too bad. But he's had a bit of diarrhea and a slight temperature. Can you hold the beer up to the camera 1 sec so I can see how you spell it, please? Sure, mate. Franciscana Weiss beer is a wheat beer, German wheat beer. Very nice beer, mate. You can get it from pretty much all the big supermarkets, actually. KJ Games, bosh! Thank you for the £5 super chat, brother. I appreciate that, mate. Sheep Shag, how you doing, Henry? How many pints am I, mate? Literally, alcohol has not touched my lips at all today or yesterday. Feed me. He's about to, though. Cheers, everybody. Dash. Oh. Naughty. Very nice. How you doing? Awesome. Welcome in. And Bedrock. Burst you, brother. Welcome in. A pint on me, mate. Thank you, KJ, mate. I appreciate the support, mate. Can we get a bosh in the chat for KJ for supporting the channel? What a legend. So I'm still like freaking half asleep. I've been laying down for fucking 2.5 hours. Wake up, fat bastard. Good boy, what's up, mate? Yeah, I managed to get a little bit of filming done today in the Sainsbury's. I've got about 3 or 4 videos that I made in there to put up. Join a broadside bosh. Lovely beer, cool GT. Get it down, you mush. Lovely. Cheers. If you wouldn't mind as well, people, don't forget to pop a live on the stream. It helps out the YouTube algorithms. So jealous of your eyelashes. Fancy a bum? Oh, it is actually a girl. Well, according to the picture. If you're a girl, why's your name's Moobs? That's what fat men like me have got. Oh, yeah. What's the Bumbacla ragamuffin going on here then? Bush. Good to see you, True Patriot. Yeah, I've only been live for 4 minutes. Just started off, mate. I can't believe they're peddling Budweiser to you guys. That stuff is piss water even in America. Yeah, it's fucking shit, mate. I don't know. Reese, big up your chest. Oi, oi, oi. Shagger, bish, bash, bosh. Good to see you, brother. Welcome in. Moods is looking good. It's Moobs. Moobs is looking good. You got the Mario. Belgium has some delicious beer, in my opinion. Yeah, Belgium do fantastic beers, yeah. There's no doubt about that. You got big eyelashes too. What about IPA? Any recommendations? Oh, loads. One that you can get everywhere would be Proper Job, if you've not had that one. You can get in all the supermarkets. It's full of sediment. Buy bottles. They're lovely. Bottle conditioned as well. It's all the girl. What? I'm a girl, well, tomboy, and I like moobs. Can't beat a good set of furry udders. How's life going, Adam? All good, Lily. Not too bad. Good Sainsbury's video, mate. There was a couple of beers I didn't know that sold. So I go pick. Yeah, they do some great beers in Sainsbury's. If it's a big Sainsbury's, you need to go like a Sainsbury's superstore, not just like a little one. It's fire. Best supermarket out on the market. I mean, that's very debatable. There are some good ones. I tend to prefer the bottle conditioned ales because I'm not a fan of really fizzy ales. When they're bottle conditioned, they tend to taste more like having them on cask, and they're a lot fresher. So I have a little look and pick out the ones that are bottle conditioned normally. Kirky, love what you're doing, bro. Keep it up. The beers in this country represent the state of it. Yeah, there are some bad ones, isn't there? It was nice actually going in Sainsbury's today and seeing that actually I could do a top 8, and I probably could have even done a top 10, and shoved something like Asahi and Peroni in there as well. I mean, they're not awful. They're not, for me, they're not the sort of thing I really buy, which is why I didn't put them in there. But I'd quite happily buy any of the other ones. I'd buy Asahi and Peroni if I was in a small shop and didn't have all the other stuff, if that makes sense. But I would be slightly annoyed that was the best thing I could get for my personal taste. A few pints into the Stella unfiltered on the PD Adam. It's alright, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't go down as easy as the Hawkston or Spat. Yeah, no, it doesn't, no. It's a bit inconsistent, I find. Every now and again, you get a really nice keg of it. Sometimes they're a little bit vinegary, I find, for some reason. Not too bad on the bleep fishing, mate. Welcome in. And welcome in to CJ Rackanaz. How you doing, mate? Back to the views just in time. I had a spud man yesterday. You should go and give it a review. He's in Liverpool. What, fucking miles away from me, mate. I'm down south. Tell Mohammed when you're kicking out all the arguments. I don't know, mate. I've got a feeling that, and eventually it's going to come out of the government's hand, and I think a load of blokes are going to get together and fucking sort the problem out themselves. Travel over to France and fucking, it'll be like an unofficial army of men that have had enough. My friend says that cocktails taste like any beer for a while. Hazy, I like it. What is it? It's a Franziskaner Weiss beer. It's a German wheat beer. They're really nice and they're really good. You don't get a bad one. You get some that are better than others, but you don't get a bad one. They're all at least 7 out of 10s, like they're crazy consistent. This one is that. But I'm going to be drinking 3 wheat beers in a row, and you'll see they're all nice and hazy because they're unfiltered. I think they look beautiful when they're unfiltered. You can get Weiss beers that are filtered and they look like lager, but you're also filtering all that flavour out of it. Great video regarding Sainsbury's, mate. That's some great beers, etc. Cheers, I appreciate the support, mate. What's up from Amsterdam? Welcome in, Mick and Benedict, Baba. Good evening to you, mate. Everything we taste all about. Definitely got a tinge of something. Yeah, like an off taste. Yeah, that's what I mean. I find it. You can get when it first came out, it was top. I was really impressed with it, and it seems to like they do that sometimes when they bring out new beers. They bring it out and it's lovely, and then like, they slowly make it shitter. It's like once I've got you, yeah, I like this beer. Francis kind of ice beer. Drink double IPA called Big Job. Yeah, the Big Job. Yeah, that's by the same people, isn't it? We announced that the first perfect draft machine. BOSH! Congratulations, CJ, mate. Good time to get them. They're dirt cheap at the minute. What I've done to the left is an absolute travesty. 6 people are like, oh, isn't that a good thing? A bit less alcohol means the price will come down. Well, the price don't come down, and it tastes like fucking shit when they lower the ABV. People don't realise even just the slightest, even just a 0.1% can make a massive difference. It alters the whole trajectory of the beer. Do you know what I mean? You can't just go removing stuff. I'm drinking a Polish lager, Zwek 5.5%. Yeah, I've had it before. I've reviewed it on the channel, mate. Boss, you, Steve. Coke or Pepsi? I prefer Pepsi, personally. Draw you in the fucking back pussy once you get a taste of it. I'm good, thank you, JDM. Got Black Model 2 Stella. 2 Stella glasses and 5 kegs. Can't go wrong, mate. Can't go wrong. Did you try and use my code, mate? Did it let you? How you doing, T-Bone? When I messaged you, new sub, can you do a clear video? What do you mean a clear video, Bucks? Is it not clear enough for you? Red or white wine? I'm not a massive fan of wine. I'll probably go for red. I just keep moaning all the beers in the pub. Shit, shit. Cruise cameras. Yeah, they're all... most pubs, they're all shit. If you want a beer, you're better off going for a real ale or a Guinness or something, because even if you fancy a lager, not all pubs. There are pubs that do sell fantastic beers, but the majority of them, let's face it, there's no fucking good option. Or you're kind of moaning and groaning like, oh, for fuck's sake, I'll have a fucking Moretti then. And then you instantly regret it as soon as you fucking sip it. Smoky idea, mate. I'm good. You do well living in a brewery, infinite beer. Fair enough, mate. At least you got some money off one way or other. They sent me normal Frankie instead of Royal, which is annoying. Have you tried Frankie Royal before, CJ? I would actually call that a win, if I'm honest, if they sent you normal Frankie instead of Royal. Not that Frankie Royal's bad. In fact, when I reviewed it, I loved it. But then after I finished reviewing it, I went on and had another pint and another one, and I was like, oh, this is getting a bit much now. It's good for one, but it gets very sickly, or at least last year's version, very sickly and really quite hard to stomach after the one. But then I'm not really into sweet beers, so it's very sweet and rich. No, it was a big reason I wanted to try it. Fair enough. Yeah, I've got to admit, I was quite disappointed with the Frankie Royal. As far as sessionability goes, anyway. It's nice for one or two, but even the second one for me is a struggle because it's so rich. But I had the same with the Frankie Keller beer, and some people love that, and they're not wrong. It's a good beer, but it's just too sweet and rich for me. That's just a personal thing for my taste. I don't like overly sweet beers. KJ, love and sub, like and sub, guys. Beer Monster is a legend. Thank you very much. 20 likes. Come on, people. Let's get 50 likes in the heads. You're from Nigeria, please, sir. You're from America or not? No, I'm not from America, mate. I'm not from America. I'm from England. This is the Pint Man personified. You're enjoying the red wine. Enjoy, mate. MHD. What's up, mate? Is that Indian flag? It's very small. I can't quite figure it out what it is. Big up the head shade there, mate. Welcome in. And Nicky Null, aka Fusion Rocket. Legends of the Beer Monster Reviews. Hear me cry. Bosh. How you doing, Nicky Null? Good to see you, Nicky. Hope you're well. I hope your husband's doing well as well. I started his treatment, didn't he, you said? So I wish him all the best. Opinions on glucose syrup. What a fucking bag of donkey spunk. Oh, Iranian flag. Welcome in from Iran, mate. You go, yeah, I'm pretty good. It was an hard work getting me little in the sleep tonight, though. I'll tell you that. Wow. He's not been well, and he had a little nap earlier, and I knew that was going to come back to haunt me this evening. He's still awake now. Kids are back from Judah. I sent one of the kids to try. He's not being naughty or nothing. He's just laying there singing to himself. Budvar's my new go-to. Yeah, a lot of people, Budvar's a go-to for a lot of people because I think Budvar is one of them beers. It always kind of hits the spot, if you know what I mean. For me, there's better beers, but sometimes it's like, oh, I fancy that, whereas Budvar's a good kind of go-to beer. If you're the kind of person who has a couple after work each night or whatever, Budvar's always going to do that job. It's a safe beer for me, if that makes sense. Got Stella, Hackbeck, Spatten, Lowenbrow, Frankie. Oh, mate. Happy days, mate. Even the Stella on the perfect draft, you know, it's not going to stand out amongst them other beers you've got. But when you can get it for like 25, 26 quid a keg, you can't really complain. It works out about £2 a pint. And it tastes a hell of a lot better than it does in the pub. It's a 5% stuff, isn't it? It's UK brewed, but you know what? It's really not that bad. It does have a little bit of a twinge on the end. Nothing major, though. By a twinge, I mean, like, you know what you get with the typical UK brew lagers. But it's way less than the 4.6 Stella. I was left, I keep it in the freezer for 30 minutes. Absolutely delicious. Left used to be, for me, a great beer. But in the UK, if you're from the UK, then it's been lowered in ABV. If you're not from the UK, happy days, it's 6.6 still. If you're talking about a 6.6% Belgian brewed left, it's a great beer. Loads of flavours from that. Shit, not Stella twice. Yeah, but again, Stella's kind of on a perfect draft. It's a bit like your Budvar. It's a good kind of daily driver. It's one of the cheaper kegs. It's always on offer. It's 5%. Sometimes you don't always want to drink the fancy stuff. You just want something you can just slam down you and not really think about it too much. Stella's good at that, if you know what I mean, on the PD. He's okay-ish. I'm off to Tenerife tomorrow to surprise him. He's getting a bit fed up with it, all crappy side effects. Yeah, I can imagine. Jonathan Blotch, man, stop vaping, it's really bad for you. Jonathan? Nah. Are we drinking this early? This early? It's freaking nearly 10 o'clock in the evening in the UK. Pilsner Quell, the go-to in Prague when I was there. Pilsner Quell was the bollocks, mate. Magic might be authentic, but you like the taste. That would be the glucose syrup that it's full of. That's got 4 times as much sugar in it than actual sugar. Yeah, you've probably got addicted to that fake ass sweetener that's really bad for you. If you drink other beers after that and they taste bad, it's because that sweetness has got hold of you, mate, and it's not good for you. It shouldn't be in beer. But if you like it, fair enough. You know, I ain't telling people what to drink. I'm just advising them on what is decent and what's not as far as ingredients. And we've all got different tastes at the end of the day. But is Madry a good beer? No. And anybody who knows even a little bit about beer knows that. Whether you like it and want to drink it, that's up to you. But it's not a good beer. And even if you like it, you can't say it's a good beer because it's not. Because it's got stuff in it that beer shouldn't have in it. You know what I mean? Going to start with the Stella? Yeah, I would do that. I would definitely start with a Stella because it'll give you time to get used to the machine and that. And you'll probably be impressed with the Stella, to be fair. And you'll be like, fuck me. If the Stella tastes this good compared to the Stella like in the pub, I can't fucking wait to try the others. That's kind of what I was like. I think that was the first keg I tried on my machine, and I was like, fuck me. The Stella tastes this good on the machine compared to what I'm used to. I can't fucking wait to try the others. What's my opinion on the Iranian? I couldn't give a fuck, mate, if I'm honest. I don't watch TV, I don't watch the news, I don't follow along with it. I ain't got a clue what's going on. I'm not going to pretend. Same as the Russia war and that. I don't watch the news. I stay away from all the kind of media, which is just the way I choose to live because I just can't be arsed with it all. Most of it's bollocks, and they just tell you what they want you to hear rather than the truth. It's quite funny when all the COVID and that kicked off. People walking around in masks. I was like, why is everybody wearing a mask? I didn't have a fucking clue. Just carried on like normal. I went to a certain point when they started putting signs up and all that. I was like, oh, there's a pandemic going about, is there? But guess what? Because we didn't watch the news and all that shit, none of me or my family had the jab and all that. Because we didn't get scared into having it. It's the best beer. What's my best beer? I don't have a best beer in the world. I just have like top tier beers, if that makes sense. On the San Miguel cards, it's acceptable. Yeah, that's a perfect word for San Miguel now, I would say. Acceptable. It's good enough. If you fancy a beer and you can get it for like £1 a can or less, happy days. It does the job. Sometimes you can't always drink what you want to drink. Especially if you're skin, you just fancy a drink, and it's good for that kind of beer, innit? So much better now that it's brewed by AB InBev. I never thought I'd say that in my life, but it is so much better now that it's brewed by AB InBev. We brewed it before? I think it was Carlsberg or someone, and it had that violently nasty aftertaste to it. Yeah, I've tried Perlo. Reviewed it on the channel, mate. Yeah, Madry is crap. If you like it, that's fine, but it doesn't matter whether you like it or not. It is crap. That's just a fact. Then it's because it's full of crap. And it definitely ain't Spanish. What's up, buddy? Cheers from New Jersey, as always. Cheers, countryman. Welcome, mate. Love the Madry. Fuck off. I don't zilch. I'm getting far beyond the comments. Do you like Stray Kids? Never seen it. Beer Monster. I've tried it on Perfect Draft, and I wouldn't recommend it. I thought it was fucking bang average at best, and it's got that on Perfect Draft that's brewed in the UK. No, shit. So many, but why would anybody buy that? Fucking shit. Tasteless. The only taste of it is a taste of fucking UK brewed bollocks. It's crap. In my opinion, there are other beer reviewers that reviewed it and loved the stuff. I'm like, what are you on, mate? Personally, I think it's fucking shit. I've not actually tried the Mexican brewed version. I might think the same with that, or it might be nice because it's actually from Mexico. I don't know. It's a good after work beer now. Save the PD for the weekends. Yeah, that's true. That's what I said when I first got my PD. I was just using it like for the first 2 beers of the day and then changing over to cheaper stuff. Or like special occasions. You get spoiled. I'll warn you about that, CJ. You get spoiled by drinking a good beer. And if the thought of drinking just even something acceptable, like San Miguel, It's like, oh, fuck's sake. You do get spoiled, mate. It takes a while, but eventually, once you've tried quite a few decent lagers and all that, it's all you want to be drinking. Heineken ruining the pub trade by buying up William. I wouldn't say Heineken are single-handedly ruining it, but they're definitely a big part of it. Even buying up like craft breweries and that, and they like Beavertown and all that, and then fucking up all their beers. Was on the Perla and Lek Rose beer on the weekend. I've tried them both, mate. I've reviewed them both on the channel if you want like my in-depth opinion on them. That was a couple of years ago. What temperature is your room? I don't know. It's a little bit nipply. That's why I've got a hoodie on. Rather than banging the heating on, just put jumpers on, save a bit of money. Heard there's a new lager out. Welsh country is called Keith. Hey there, Mummy Beer Monster. My mum's in here, us. For those that are new, Linda Sheehan, that is my real life mum. She's a moderator on the channel. Hey, please welcome her in. Have you seen how cheap they're selling the Bud Light on PD? Yeah, it's £1. You can buy Bud Light on the PD for £1.49 a pint. That's cheaper than Weatherspoons, mate. I mean, I've never tried it on the PD, and I probably never will, because if they sent it to my house for free, it'd probably be the only way I'd ever try it, if I'm honest. Have I got gout yet? No. I don't know any good beer monster. If the bottles are brewed in the UK, no. If they're from Mexico, I can't answer that question because I've not tried the Mexican one. I've only tried the UK brewed Modelo, and it's the same as drinking all the other UK brewed shit, like Corona and any other fake UK Mexican beer. Not on the perfect draft. Not on the perfect draft. Can't recommend it on the perfect draft. Got mostly German because they don't have it in the pubs. Save money against the pubs. Absolutely. Do you know what you'll find is you won't even want to go to the pub, CJ. And if you do, you won't drink the Madries and the San Miguels and the. You might maybe a San Miguel, but like beer Moretti, stuff like that. It sounds really snobby, but the last 2 times I went to the pub, one I had a Peretti. I drank about 3/4 of it and battled, and I just couldn't finish it. The other time I had Moretti, and I literally had 1 sip of it and left it. I was just like, fuck that. I ain't drinking that shit. Fucking horrible. What are your Weatherspoons recommendations? As far as lagers go, none. None. If I had to pick one, I'd go for Stella. If I had to pick one, I'd go for Stella. How are you? Don't look great, to be honest. You okay? Tired. A bit tired. But apart from that, I'm alright. I've not been sleeping very well. Last night, it was ridiculous. The reason I didn't sleep last night. I was up near enough all night last night because of my toilet. We've literally just had a new toilet fucking fitted. And it, you know when it just keeps filling up and filling up and filling up? It's like all fucking night. I couldn't, it was driving me fucking loopy. I got up about 3 o'clock in the morning. I had a little look at it. I was like, I'm going to break it because I'm stressed. I was just going to wait till tomorrow. I've fixed it now. But my God, these fucking people, what are they like? You don't expect to get a new toilet fitted and it's fucking broke within a week. It was so noisy. It was like having all the taps in the house on fucking full blast all night. And I'm really like, you know, if the littlest thing can stop me sleeping. Right, let me get another beer. Hey, look at this beauty. Paulaner Weissbier. I haven't had this one for quite some time. And the last time I had it, I fucking loved it. Best tasting budget beer. Probably something like a Velder Schloffen in Asda. And by budget, you get 400 or 500ml cans for about $3.50. That is the cheapest beer that I can think of off the top of my head that I can actually drink and not be that annoyed. Because it's actually alright. Even cheaper than the Aldi Winebacker, that is, I believe. Unless it's gone up. I forgot to do the swell. Never mind. Too excited to get me beer in the glass. There's a Paulaner Weissbier. There's not a lot in that and Frankie. There is not a lot between that and Frankie. Sorry, I'm struggling to read all the comments, guys. I'm going to have to kind of prioritise members at the minute when it's like this. I'll try and read out some of the short ones as well. Don't mind the shredded dam. Some of it's brewed in the UK, you know. Now, mate, be careful of that. Only drinking a local craft drink, mainly Guinness, because it's a great pint. Then they have a couple of New England IPAs at the end of the night. Yeah, when I'm in Wetherspoons, I go for the real ales. They're like £2 a pint. Why not? I love trying them as well. I don't like them all, but I love trying new beers. So I'm quite happy. Especially if I go to Wetherspoons and I've got like 5 real ales on to try. I'm like, happy days. Give me one of each. Well, my mental health. Yeah, my mental health's all right. A little bit stressed, but yeah, nothing major's wrong with me or nothing like that. I do even looking at myself, I can tell I look a bit down in the dumps, don't I? But I'm not like as down in the dumps as I look or nothing like that. I think it's just tiredness, if I'm honest, with the sleep apnea and all that. Obviously, I don't get no proper night's sleep, do I? And last night, I mean, normally I pretend to go to sleep but wake up all the time. Last night, I didn't even pretend to go to sleep. I was just up all night because of the fucking toilet. I'll sleep like a baby tonight, though. Stroke that beer. I'll feel better once I've got a few beers down me, that's for sure. Oh, you know what? I think I might prefer the Franziskaner over the Paulaner Weissbier. But interestingly, now I've had them back to back. I've reviewed these both on the channel out of a bottle at different stages on my channel. This is one of the first beers I reviewed. I liked it, but I don't think I quite realised how amazing it was. I think I gave it an 8.5. I don't think I quite realised how amazing it was at the time. And when this, I think I gave it like a 9.5, something like that. I'd learned a bit more by then. But when I tried this, there were so many beers I hadn't tried. I was a bit scared to give it too much of a good score, in case everyone's like, what are you on about? That's shit. Because I didn't know nothing about beer when I first started the channel, do you know what I mean? I was just blagging it best I could. They're close, but I just think the Frankie for me might edge it actually now. And I can't put my finger on why. I feel like it's got a bit more body to it though. But the Paulaner tastes more banana-y. Maybe less clovey. I don't know. One pound fish. Don't forget to like the stream. Thank you, Mum. Craft beer places on the way home from work. If the traffic is bad, I end up in there. Fair enough, mate. Both good, but Frankie is awesome. Been drinking it since Carp stopped it 10 years ago. They stopped stocking it in my Tesco Express in my local shop. I was gutted. How many pints would you say you need to drink to have a hangover? It all depends on what I'm drinking. Believe it or not, and I swear by this, it makes an absolute huge difference what beer you drink, whether you get a hangover or not. It makes a huge, phenomenal difference. It really does. And it can vary from person to person. If I was to drink 3 pints of Madry, I'd probably wake up feeling a bit ropey tomorrow because of glucose syrup and all the additives and shit. If I was to drink 10 pints of a decent German beer brewed by the German Purity Law, I'll wake up, I'll be good to go. That can't be no coincidence, can it? I miss you, madam. What? She's fallen in the loop in my bedroom. Cats are running around the little room like maniacs. Keith, you must have missed me. You came in about a trigger word tonight, Keith. Do you think the hangovers? Well, of course, it's going to increase the ABV, chances of getting a hangover if you're drinking higher ABV. But what I would say is, like, I'm not saying Belgian beer is bad, for example, but they are known for adding some shit to their beer. It tastes nice though, so I think that could give you a hangover more than I think if you stick to the purity laws of like Czech and German beers, you're less likely to get a hangover. That's what I've noticed anyway. Although wheat beers make me feel a bit more rough in the morning than lagers. More so with the arsehole than anything else. Syrup and killing for headaches, yeah. A cold pint of Tennent's. Scottish Carling. Who ripped the banter. How you doing, Doug? Welcome in. Hadn't appreciated the syrup. I mean, we should go beers having it. Respect big Arsenal shirt. Yeah. Fucking bit. I only bought it to pin it on the wall. Don't wear it. I've been a while and I think you missed my comments. I apologise, Keith. It's been very, very busy as far as comments go. Even I put a 13-second delay on the chat. You are cute. Thank you very much. Fancy a bum. Bosh, can we watch you poo again? About Hoegaarden, I think that's spelled. Oh, Hoegaarden. Yeah, the Belgian wheat beers, they're known for adding a bit more shit to them than the German ones, if I'm honest. I'm not saying they're bad. I quite like it. I like Hoegaarden on the PD. Hoegaarden's a lot nicer on the PD for me than it is out of a bottle. But they too tend to add additives to their to Belgian wheat beers. I mean, look at the state of that Kronenberg Blanc that I mentioned in a recent video. That's a Belgium style. I know it's French, but it's a Belgium style wheat beer. And the ingredients in that are typical of what you might find in a Belgian one. Sounded like you got gout but don't know yet. Well, how would I know if I had gout? What would it? I don't even know what it. I don't even know what it means. What it does. I know it's something from drinking too much alcohol in it. Been following your beer advice, man. They downgraded our beers on the sly. I've always gone for exports to and Miguel. I like the proper ones. It hurts. What does it do? Was it something to do with your feet or something? You go from cocaine use without drinking. Get your blood pressure checked. I've got a blood pressure machine now because I have got high blood pressure. I have to take medication for it and that. Feels like broken glass in your joints. Gout is from eating fatty foods. broken glass in your joints. I do get problems with my feet sometimes. Which they say could be a sign of diabetes. So I keep getting checked for it, and they're like, no, you're not got diabetes. But not even close, not even like borderline. It's like a kind of, I don't know, sometimes it stops me sleeping. It's like, they kind of tingle. The thought of missing alive, Adam, I'd rather stop drinking blood. Mainly in the toes. From drinking high, yeah, beer has got a lot of carbohydrates in it, innit? Common in big toe. Gout problems start with the feet. I mean, my feet have been like that for years, to be fair, and it's not like one day they feel better than the other. They always give me shit. Gout is painful, you will know, if it stops you most from being able to walk. I mean, I do struggle with my mobility, but I don't think it's because of that. I get like back problems. Sometimes I get my knees hurt a bit. It's not like brutal pain, but it's enough to make you not want to fucking walk as far as you should, if you know what I mean. I think common thing now here, it's an excuse. Sick day of work. First got gout in your left middle finger. Oh, Jesus. Can make your feet sore up just not sleeping with back straight or sitting awkward for hours. I'll have to look into it. I don't think I've got it. But I do have problems, like when I'm playing PlayStation, I like to cross my legs. I know it sounds really gay on the sofa, I like to cross my legs. And then like every 10 minutes or so, I have to like stand up and move around a bit. It's... But I think a Guinness and Beamish, I like them. Won't be ordering Modelo then. I mean, by all means, if you see it cheap, I think you can get it for 27 quid a keg at the minute on a Black Friday deal. If there's a time to try it, it's probably now, because it's normally 40 quid a keg as well, which is a big... Why would you spend 40 quid a keg on Modelo when you can buy like all the German ones for cheaper? Oh, crutches, brother, I'm teetotal. Once metabolism changes, it's downhill. Yeah, I mean, I've fucking put on shitloads of weight. If you suffer from inflammation, switch to animal fat. See, to be fair, that's something we did a few years ago, actually, and I've never looked back. We never get margarine or any of that shit now. We always get proper butter. Go to a doctor, they can find it in the blood tests easily. Well, they've never mentioned that to me. I get quite regular blood tests. They sent me to a physiotherapy about my feet. I went to one appointment, and then they went, I'll get tested for diabetes and all that, and then come back. Got tested for all that, and I was like, that's all fine. And then my follow-up appointment, I was on holiday, so I didn't go to it. And I haven't been bothered making a new one. I was like that Adam when Cassie was on there, moving around every couple of minutes. Arsenal shirt is a shame you still like this, Drew. Have you had anyone talking about the side effects glucose syrup in beers? Yes. We were talking about it earlier, actually. Flat feet? No, I thought I had flat feet, but no, apparently it weren't that. No, weed's not legal, but it might as well be because every fucker smokes it, if I'm honest. To be honest with you, I've noticed a change in my heart rate and felt generally awful after the glucose syrup beers. Wow. Yeah, I would avoid them, mate. Yeah, I am tired, Rick, mate. I am tired. I was kept up all night last night, so not from shagging either, unfortunately. Fucking noisy toilet. I fixed it now, so hopefully I'll sleep tonight. It's the sleep apnea as well. It's messing me up, mate. It really is. I've got a really, really bad sleep apnea, and I can't get on with the oxygen machine and all that. I think it's starting to take its toll on me. Years and years about getting any, what they call it, REM sleep. I don't get no REM sleep because of it. On a scale of 1 to 20, apparently I've got it at 20 out of 10 according to the doctors. So, sorry, 20 out of 20. So my sleep is fucked. Even when I do sleep, I'm only pretending to sleep. Never Red Nose beer a minute from Philippines. Enjoy it. How you doing, Gary, mate? Love your hairstyle. You're looking fine as fuck. I'd love to keep you up all night. You dirty slag, Gary. Fancy a bum, all right, honourable gentlemen? Someone's farting in the oxygen machine when you sleep. Bosh, you go. No, not daily, mate. I didn't drink anything yesterday. I'm not going to drink anything tomorrow. I tend to do kind of every other day, but every now and again I'll have a drink 2 days in a row, which happens more often than I'd like it to. I'd like to kind of stick to the every other day thing, really. I'd love a rim when I'm sleeping. Chance, you'd love a rim. So you're an alcoholic? I just said that I'd take every other day off. I only drink when I'm live. If I'm not live, I'm not drinking, basically. It's just a birthday or something like that. Timothy Taylor's landlord. Basically, wheat soup. Nice beer, that. I drink most days, to be honest. Haven't today. How you doing, Shane? Welcome in. The big gay following. Fancy a bum? You know, mate. Gary Warren, how you doing, mate? Welcome in. So you drink every other day and you're not an alcoholic? Well, technically not, because if you're an alcoholic, you can't go without drinking, can you? Dr. John. Views on tossing the salad. We need more programs on TV. I might have a TV license if we have good programs like Balls of Steels and Only Fools and Horses and all that on TV. What's the point in having a TV like this? It's all fucking shit, mate. It's all shit. Don't bother with it. They keep knocking on my door. You're knocking on my door? They keep knocking on my door. Just to remind you, you haven't got a TV license. Just to remind you, I don't fucking want one. Stop knocking on my door. We don't watch TV. Fuck off. We don't need one. I mean, I'm not normally a rude person, but they're relentless. Constantly knocking on the door, putting warning letters through the door and all that. It just reminds you can get fined and all that. Yeah, but we don't watch TV, so fucking leave us alone. Talk about false penetration. What's a TV license? I never had nothing for years actually, but lately, constantly they're on it. I think they've recently, a lot of people have got rid of their TV license, so they're trying to scaremonger people into getting it back, aren't they? TVs, what is shit? I have Amazon Prime, and that gives you films to watch. I've got Netflix, that gives you some films to watch, and all that, and series and stuff. You know, you've got YouTube. You can watch loads of stuff on YouTube and all that these days, can't you? If you get into certain channels or whatever, I don't feel the need for it. And anything that is good on TV, unless it's on BBC, you can just watch it on the demand anyway. What is good on BBC? What are you really going to miss? The only thing I miss is probably Match of the Day. And you can get the highlights on YouTube anyway. Been through the letter cycle over and over and over. I know, they don't fuck off. Worse than Jehovah's Witnesses. Can I come in? No. Why? Because I don't want you to come in. Yes, I've got a TV. Yes, it's on, but it's not watching TV. I've Netflix and Prime, but I mostly watch YouTube. Leave Netflix and Prime on a subscription just because there's only one show I want to check out. See, I have Amazon Prime anyway for the next day delivery. I find that really handy, especially when we've got a lot of kids in that. Sometimes you need something, you need it quick. It's just a bonus that you get the TV of it. And the Netflix, I'll be honest, I only pay for the £5 a month one, which means you get adverts. But at least it's there. It's there for the kids in that mainly. And sometimes when I'm trying to sleep, I just put like a bit of wrestling on or something. Well, a man who's able to appreciate the finer pulse in marmalade manufacture. Don't watch Social Engineering. We get free TV here. Only 13 channels, news, soap, opera, TV shows. Yeah, it's all crap, innit? It? It's all crap. Only paying that for, and that's the thing. It's worth having a Netflix thing at the minute, especially as they're putting boxing and that on it as well. And if you like your wrestling, you can watch all the pay-per-view wrestling events and all that. Just pay the £5 a month one. That's what I do. Yes, I'd love to be able to watch it in 4K and all that because I've got a lovely OLED TV that does all the 4K and that. So it's kind of annoying, but TVs these days are so good at upscaling the 1080 stuff to 4K anyway. You really don't notice a fucking difference, really. Streaming services and partnership with return. It's just TV channels back in this day. Penis. This is what I'm saying, and it does. It does. They do. Yeah, you don't even fucking notice, like barely. It's not noticeable enough to give a fuck. I mean, don't get it wrong. Occasionally, I might buy like a 4K Blu-ray and bang that in the PlayStation. And yeah, you do think, well, this looks and sounds really fucking good, actually. But it's not like you feel like you need to watch everything in that kind of quality. Yes, if it's a great action film that you're really looking forward to seeing, and you've got a nice TV at home, and when you've got a big family like me, it's cheaper than going to the cinema. Just buy the fucking 4K Blu-ray, fam, and then sell it after. But when you're just watching series and that on Netflix, you don't really need it. The average film, you don't really need all that there. Hey, you are the beer expert. Unfortunately, I stopped drinking almost a year ago, but I still think you're proving a valuable service. Well done, mate. Thank you, mate. I'm not a beer expert, by the way. I'd say I know the difference between a good beer and a bad beer, and I know quite a lot about beer, but I don't think I'm far from a beer expert. You know, I'm not like a head brewer or nothing like that. Do you know what I mean? I might seem like an expert compared to the average person, but that's just because I've got a YouTube about beer. You love black action in 4K. How big's the TV? It's an LG 65-inch. To be honest, it's probably a bit big for my front room. I've got a very skinny front room and long. Well, it's not even that long. It just seems long because it's quite skinny. So you're quite close. Like, it's all right for watching films. But when you're trying to play PlayStation, it's like it's quite hard work. Especially if you're trying to play like a shooting game or something. What's my problem with Brewdog? They're shit, mate. Scumbag company, shit beers. They used to be good when they first came out on the scene. Do a bit of research on the company, Brewdog. How they treat their employees and all the beers have all the ABV of the beers that they've lowered and the amount of shit they put in their beers. I just found they came across you just now. How you doing, Dan Blacksmith? Welcome in, mate. What, from the live or from a short? Or a beer review or something? Favourite beer? I don't have one favourite, mate. Well, I've had the Franziskaner first tonight. And then I've had the Paulaner. I'm going to say they're both great, but for my personal taste, having them had them back to back, I prefer the Franziskaner. I don't know why, but the Paulaner was giving me slight Erdinger vibes. But a better version of Erdinger, but not as good as Franziskaner. But now I'm going to get one that I think might beat them both for my last wheat beer of the night. I will be having some more beers, just not wheat beers. That beast. Augustiner München Lager. Oh, no, that's what am I fucking doing? That's the wrong one. That's a Heller's Lager. What an ass cock. The Weihenstephaner Weissbier. The world's oldest brewery. If these can't make a better Weiss beer, who the fuck can? I've reviewed this on the channel, but it's been a couple of years. I'm not sure I've had it since, if I'm honest. Were you happy with the point against Chelsea? Not really, no. Not really. I want to win the fucking league. I wasn't that bothered. Like, it was Chelsea away. If it was at home, I'd be more annoyed. I mean, Chelsea are up there, aren't they? I mean, Chelsea away, I suppose, getting a point is not really going to lose you the league, is it? I would say. Most people are going to struggle to beat Chelsea at Chelsea's ground. Had that on tap and damn decent. Do you follow rugby much? No, I don't actually follow rugby at all, mate. Look at that beast. Go look at that body. Go look at that body. A workout. How old were you when Arsenal won the fucking league? I was an adult, actually. But it was a while back, wasn't it? Can't drink it all the time, or just become off a bit. I don't drink it all the time. Damn, that's a cup of, you need one. They're all fantastic, if I'm honest. They're really clutching at straws trying to pick what's better out of Vine Stefana, Paulana, and Franciscana Vice beer. It's a treat myself beer. Yeah, it is really nice. I definitely think the Paulana's the worst out of the three. The other two are very close. They're nice in their own ways, the Franciscana and the Vine Stefana. Don't watch rugby. New Zealand team mostly. Yeah, I'm not into rugby. Good to you not Adam the head on my bell. What? Bed is flat as hell. Yeah, good. You get good head on the Vice beers, Keith. Oldest brewery in the world. Yeah, Vine Stefana makes some fucking brilliant beers. And that lager I showed you earlier, I might have to have that one after. Augustiner Hell. Oh, sex in a bottle. You don't like the Paul Vice? What do you think is a good experience? I wouldn't say I dislike it. I just think the other two are better. It was giving me Erdinger vibes, which, again, I don't mind. But it's just, there's levels. You're not into rugby, not into watching people touch each other's balls. What do you think is a good, expensive beer that gives you good value for money and will make people think you're super rich? Make people think you're super rich. But it's not going to be good value for money then if people think you're super rich, is it? I don't know, mate. I don't think expensive and value for money come in the same. You know, it can't be expensive and good value for money, really, can it? Well, apart from Asda, no, a boy from big Sainsbury's. I used to like watching the female rugby, but they're all too athletic nowadays. I used to like the really big ones. You dirty slag. What do you think of the purity law? I wish we had it in the UK, mate. Then wouldn't be have supermarkets full of shit. As a kid, used to think gold label. Yummy. Female rugby, they all look like men. You said so. Mr. Wanksock. Welcome in, mate. Lovely name. Beer Monster Reviews. Cheers, you've really opened my eyes to this. I noticed about 2 or 3 years back that the beer must have changed for me then. Yeah. I mean, I got that same thing, but a couple more years before you. That's why I started my YouTube channel, because I used to stick to I would have my go-to beers that I had. And I messed about with them all, and I was like, fuck me, I don't know what to drink anymore. So I just thought, I'm just going to make a YouTube channel trying all different beers. But I've started as a complete fucking novice who's not tried fuck all. And I've just kind of learnt as I've gone along kind of thing, you know. That's why I always say, at least the first year of my channel, if there's a beer review in the first year of my channel, cut me a bit of slack, because I didn't know fuck all. I was just making a go of it. Do you know what I mean? We've changed how we look at beers when I'm picking. Thank you for getting me off the UK manufacturing. More than welcome, mate. The best thing I like is when people actually think, oh, okay, not sure if I believe this guy, but I'm going to go out and try some of the beers he's said to try instead. And then they're like, fuck me, this guy's got a point. Because most people are just like, whatever. Do you know what I mean? But the people that actually listen and try some of the beers I've recommended, it opens your eyes. It opens your eyes. Some people are just too stubborn to even try. I mean, even my brother was one of them. He's like, oh, you got a channel about all these beers. And he's like, this is after I've been doing the channel for about a year. He's like, come around my house, we'll have a barbecue. He said, you know me, I think he always drunk Heineken. He's like, bring some beers around, make me realise that Heineken's shit. And I brought some beers around. Not crazy expensive beers, just kind of beers that you can pick up in your soup. I just literally went to Sainsbury's and bought a few beers. Different styles, all different kind of, a bit of a mix-up. And he was like, fuck me. And he called me about a month later. He's like, you're a bastard. I was like, why is that? He said, no, I go in the pub and I don't want to drink anything. They're all fucking shit. Because I've been buying all the stuff you recommended since you come round. And now I go in the pub, I'm like, fuck's sake. That's the only problem with it. You're blessed if you've got a pub near you that sells a nice German beer on tap, or a Budvar or something like that. You're fucking lucky. You really are. Winging it at the start, mate, and then professional. I wouldn't say I'm professional compared to what I was when I first started, maybe, in comparison. I didn't come out of the pub sober. What beer lager are you drinking on your last supper? Pilsner Quell. Actually, no. If I was going for a beer that I felt like I was only to taste beer one more time as a lager, I'd say Pilsner Quell, but you're about to die after, right? So I'd go for that snake venom or something. I mean, that's like, what's it, 70% or something? Stupid like that. Only a 500ml bottle. It's not going to matter. Just down that, you're not going to give a fuck about death, are you? You'll be laughing. What draft beer would you try when in the pub? It depends on the pub, that's the thing. If you're talking about anything like a Wetherspoons or like a kind of chain pub, like a Green King or something like that, they genuinely don't have any good options. Sometimes, like I say, if you go into a pub and they've got a real German beer on tap or a Czech Pilsner or something on tap, then you're loving it. Stick to that pub. Even if the beer's a little bit more expensive, you're drinking good quality beer. Like, even in Wetherspoons, you know, they sell a lot of different lagers, but they're all shit. There's not one of them that I can really enjoy. As far as, like, if I go in Wetherspoons, some Wetherspoons will do like a Blue Moon or something like that. I'll drink that. Or the real ales. I like trying the real ales. I will eventually start making some shorts about real ales. So I'd really like to bring some along with you, that some of you people that have said, oh, you've changed my perspective on beer and that. I'd really like to get some people to try some real ales. And it's intimidating. You go in there, there's freaking shitloads of them. They're all different styles and all that. So I'll try and point out some good, like, beginner ones, which, you know, to help people appreciate the style or something like that. Because otherwise, real ales are going to die unless more people start drinking them. And that is the style of beer that we're famous for making, is real ales. That is something we do really well in the UK. We're famous for our real ales. People visit our country to try our real ales. But we don't fucking drink them. We drink Madry and shit like that. And Carlin. It's a disgrace. Adam Elijah. Vine Savannah. Rice beer. What's the local breweries doing up here? Like craft breweries, yeah. What have you heard about saying? Oh, their organic lager is fucking beautiful, mate. It's really nice. I'd go as far as saying that's the best, apart from all the fancy craft beers, the best UK brewed lager that's mass produced. Better than the Hawkston, for me. That's a cracking beer. Andrew Stevens sent me some beers by them, and the organic lager was fucking beautiful. Crusader Paul. Okay. I'll smoke a cig or nothing at all if you smoke a penis or nothing at all. Or you could just not tell me what to do, and I won't tell you what to do. Me and you, bro, are cut from the same cloth. We need to meet in the new year. Gosh, that'd be great, mate. I'm thinking about trying to arrange another meet-up next year, actually. Depends what. It's not in the UK. It's not expensive. It's just all shit, cuzzy, bro. What? Bought 4 cans of Dab last week, and after randomly finding your channel, it's epic. No more Moretti. It's not. Moretti's not fit to lace up its fucking boots, is it? Fuck, Moretti's shit. So many people think it's a great beer. Don't worry, it's not just you that thought it was good, mate. I'm not trying to be like patronising, but Moretti's for me, the most overrated beer by the beer that people drink and think they're actually drinking the good stuff the most often than not. It's the most overrated piece of shit. And that Moretti fucking filtered they brought out as well. Like, what a joke that one is. I've got a video coming up about that one, actually. I've already recorded. Yeah, Dab is a fucking stunning beer. And it's inexpensive. It probably works out cheaper than drinking the Moretti. And it's 10 times better. So sometimes you just know. I'm so glad that you tried it and you enjoyed it. Well done for trying, because people are stubborn. They find a beer they like, they stick to it, and they won't try nothing else. So well done to you, mate, for trying it. And you inspire other people by saying you tried it, saying I recommended and liked it, and you're like, I don't even drink that shit anymore. That inspires other people to try it. When people write stuff like that in the comments and that, people think, oh, I'll give it a try as well. And then you got to tell your friends, and you got to tell your family, and you got to spread the word. Do you know what I mean? And then hopefully we'll start getting better quality beers if everybody boycotts all these shit lagers. But if people keep buying them and they can put all these chemicals and glucose in it, they're going to keep doing it because that's how they make the most money. You ever get on the wine? Not very often. I'll go through stages with it sometimes. Dab beer by Dab's a really good beer. Dab's a safe beer to recommend people as well. It's like there's nothing about Dab that I think anybody who likes a good lager won't like. It's in home bargains. It's quite inexpensive because it's 4 cans for £6. Might not sound that cheap, but they're 500ml cans. So by the time you got the head in that, it's basically pint cans. You know what I mean? Mate, gel or semen on the barnet, stage of it. Semen, mate. No, I actually put some dry shampoo on it. It looks grey now. Lisa done it the other day, and it kind of made it look all right. But she went, "Oh, you can only put a little bit on." I think I went a bit overboard. I look like I've aged about 10 years overnight. Do you do StreamYard? Get a session and go? I do occasionally. I'm going to do a one around Christmas special. Get a Kestrel Super. Do you know what? I have actually reviewed all the Super Strength lagers and that. Well, not all of them, but quite a few of them. And Kestrel Super, I think I remember that being my favourite. I mean, you know, I'm in that kind of bracket of like the Super Tenants and the Kestrel Supers and the what do they call it? Holzberg one. What's it? Special Brew. All that kind of stuff. I remember actually thinking the Super Tenants was not Kestrel was one of the better ones actually. Vapor's fucking with your throat, mate. You probably just need to change the coil. I would still smash the back pussy. White Lightning 4. Does that even exist anymore? That was lethal stuff. I can remember getting mash up on that when I was a kid. Chipping in, and your old mate who can get served goes and buys a fucking 3 litre bottle of White Lightning and you'll get mash up. I'll stop vaping, Elijah, when you stop being a knob. Never. How you doing, Lexi? 47 likes. Come on, people. Let's get 50 likes in the house. You don't have to like just double tap your phone screen or hit the thumbs up button. It's a good way of supporting the channel for free. Have a smoke cigar or weed blunt. Yeah, I can't smoke them in the heat also. I used to smoke cigars in the house and Mrs. kept complaining, so I don't do it anymore. I tried that dab last year, Adam. Bloody horrible. Yeah, that's because it's a good beer, Keith. That's why you thought it was horrible. Keith's a Carlin drinker and a Foster's drinker. Elijah, I've been vaping for about 16 years, mate. And when I used to smoke, I used to cough up loads of shit every day. Loads of black shit every morning. I don't do that when I vape. I'm addicted to nicotine, otherwise I wouldn't do any of it. I get addicted to stuff, can't you tell? Alcohol, vaping. That's why I stay well away from drugs and all that, because I'll just end up being a crackhead. I've got lots of favourites, Alfonso, mate. Crack attack. Do you do drugs now? No. That's why I stay away from drugs. Because if I'd done drugs, every now and again, all of a sudden, like, maybe once or twice a week or whatever, I had the occasional spliff or the line or whatever, eventually I'd get addicted to it. So I'd just try to leave it alone best I can. Do like San Miguel? I used to absolutely hate it, but about 6 months ago, it started being brewed by AB InBev, and by some miracle, it tastes a lot better now. It's a miracle. I used to absolutely hate it. It was like one of the worst beers going for me. Big EJ, welcome, mate. I'm doing good, mate. Yourself? Not tonight, but I've done in the past, Elijah. Yeah, only occasionally. I've actually been quite lucky. I've just done it for like birthday parties and like when I've been clubbing and that when I was younger. Not one of these people that sort of go to the pub and they have to have it and they're doing it every day and all that. I've only used it the way that it should be used. You know, when you're young and you're clubbing or whatever, not as like a way of life and you're on it every day. Really hurt when you said I was a knobhead. Yeah, I've known to be a knobhead. Come on, Elijah, I think you can admit that. You can be alright as well, though. Lines are really not good. Yeah, I know. But Stella brewed in Belgium's nice. Don't drink foreign beers brewed in the UK. That's the rule of thumb. Yeah, it definitely helps. There's a few which I would say are acceptable, but there's not many I would say are good. I get it. Like we've all been in that situation where we fancy beer and we ain't got a lot of money, and we're not near an Aldi or Lidl. You know, something like a 10 pack of San Miguel, which you can get for about 19 quid. Now that it's changed brewery, is acceptable, or like a Brewdog Lost. I hate Brewdog, but it's drinkable if you can get it for like 8 quid for 10 cans, or like what's the other one? Brooklyn Pilsner. I don't particularly like any of them beers, but if you're skint and you want a beer, that's the kind of stuff I'd recommend. And you ain't got an Aldi or Lidl near you. They're better than the Carlins and Fosters and stuff like that. And as far as I know, they don't contain glucose syrup, which is a win as well. Alright, mate, and everyone, you on a few Guinea? How you doing? Worldwide Ghost? Enjoy, mate. $50 now, local brewers. Yeah, but again, I can't turn around and say everybody support your local brewers because not everybody's in the same boat. It tends to be more expensive to do that, doesn't it? I could suggest if you're in a position where you can do that, fantastic. It's a good thing to do. Saw your video on Sainsbury's. You are so right. Best beers in Sainsbury's. Ramen Lover, thank you very much, mate. BOSH. Appreciate the support, buddy. Sainsbury's employee here. Would you go get purifying law? I highly, 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 highly doubt it. Because you think about all the fucking money that our country makes and all these shit beers of taxing that. It's not going to happen. The government, they pretend they give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck. Otherwise, they wouldn't be letting these breweries. You are actually allowed to make a beer, yeah, and not put the ingredients on the back. That's legal. That's perfectly legal. You can even make a beer and just put you can say some of the ingredients in there, but not mention words like glucose syrup. You can just say the ingredients you want to say. That's legal as well. It's a shit show, mate. If you had some shit and you realise it's an arsehole, so. Yeah, obviously, but premise around taste, not affordability. Yeah. Yeah, the government don't give a fuck, right? I don't even know why I got this fucking thing on, it's not working. Let me try and fix it. Bada bing. Is Angelo Peretti any good? I'll be honest, right? I had a few people kind of saying, "Oh, you've been a bit harsh towards Angelo Peretti to me." I actually went to Weatherspoons and tried it 2 days ago, and I thought it was shit. That's my opinion. Angelo Peretti is shit. Yes, it's not quite as shit as Moretti. It's not quite as shit as some of the other ones, but it's fucking horrible, if you ask me. Yeah, you get some great beers in Home Bargains, Elijah. You can get some shit in there as well. Don't think for 1 minute you can go in Home Bargains and you're safe. You're safe if you avoid the kind of usual suspects a lot of the time. You can even try like Nigerian lagers and Argentinian lagers and Jamaican lagers and stuff like that in there. But same rules apply. Check the bottles. Make sure they're brewed where they're claiming to be brewed from. Tried it in the blue can. Tastes horrible. Yeah. Pretty shit. I tried it again. Well, I had tried it before and I came to the conclusion it was shit about a year ago. And so many people were kind of like, oh, I think you've been a bit harsh. I gave it another try. And I can't lie. I mean, I would love to go back and say, yes, I was wrong. But genuinely, I couldn't finish the pint. I thought it was dog shit. I got further down than I did with the Moretti last time I brought that, but I was really trying to force it down me. Do you know what I mean? No. You've been very precious about the beers being UK, brewing in UK though. Elijah, for good reason, mate. I'm not just. Yeah, right. Let me tell you. Can UK make a good lager? Yes. We can make fantastic lagers in the UK, but taking a beer that's supposed to be brewed somewhere else and then brewing it in the UK, it's not the same beer. By the time we get hold of it, it's one of the big companies like Heineken or AB InBev. They get hold of it, they just want your fucking money. So what they do is they change the recipe. They put fucking glucose syrup in it. They lower the ABV, and they try and sell it as this fancy lager that you've tried on holiday that tastes the bollocks. And you drink it and you're like, what the fuck is that? That's my problem. If they make it good, I've said earlier, San Miguel, now that it's changed, even the AB InBev brew it, I just said that's acceptable. I can drink that. It's not the same shit you get in Spain still, but it doesn't taste like arseholes or glucose syrup. It's acceptable. I'll take that. I accept that because it's drinkable. But these other ones, they're fucking horrible. And it's not, oh yeah, I automatically dislike it because it's brewed in the UK and it should be brewed there. I've tried these beers. I'm not just saying it because of where, I'm not just looking at the bottle saying it's brewed there. I'm backing it up. I've tried them and I've tried the real versions and they're not a shadow. They're not a shadow. We can make great lagers. Look at Samuel Smith's organic lager. I said that earlier. Brilliant lager. Only ever brewed in the UK. Fantastic. Halston lager. That's decent as well. Bit overrated. Not worth the money that they're charging for it. But I'd say it's a good lager. So we can make lagers. The same as all these craft breweries. They can make fantastic lagers. But you've got to pay a lot of money for them. We can do it when we make it ourselves. As our own, even things like Korev and that is not too bad. But I don't like the deception of bringing things over, like, Peretti, for example, an Italian beer. It's probably nice in Italy. I've not tried the Italian version of that one, but I've tried the UK one and heard that it's quite nice in Italy. And I'm just like, no. They've all got this same taste to them as well. They taste the fucking same. They've all got this horrible aftertaste. I've only tried the UK brewed Moo on the Perfect Draft and it was horrible. I love my Perfect Draft machines, but if I find a shitter, I'm going to call it out. Guinness is brewed where it should be. And you never see me slag off Guinness. I don't shit on. I've never once shit on Guinness. In fact, I've got a can of Guinness in my fridge. On the last live I've done, I was drinking Guinness on a nitro surger, which I've got right there. If I was shitting on Guinness, why would I have gone out and spent 30 quid for a nitro surge? I'll quite happily support UK brewed beers if they're any good, if they're actually worth fucking drinking. Do you know what I mean? Hope you don't fly England flags like most of us working class. I might have been up a few lampposts, you never know. Be back, mate, going to walk the dog. Guinness is overrated. I get people that say that. Yeah, I actually really like Guinness. That's why craft beer hates Guinness. Yeah, I actually really like Guinness. For me, I've compared it to things like the and we're all different. You're not wrong for thinking different. I've compared it to the forged, the Conor McGregor one. I've compared it to the Aldi one, the Mulligans, or the one in Home Bargains. All the competitors, the Camden one, Brewdog's Black Heart. I've picked the Guinness every time. I've picked the Guinness every time. Some of them are quite nice in their own ways, but Guinness is just, you can just throw it down your neck. It's satisfying. It's not overly sweet. It's not overly coffee. It's not overly anything. It just does the job. It's smooth and satisfying, and it's easy drinking. Whereas the other ones, you know, not to say I disliked them, but they're either too sweet or too much coffee, where after a few you get a bit sick of it. And that's just my opinion, you know. Guzzling as we speak. Yes, it's just smashable, isn't it? It's not, you don't drink Guinness and think this is the best beer in the world, but you drink Guinness, it tastes nice, it goes down the hatch easily, it's got enough flavour about it, it's creamy, it's got a smooth body. Yeah, there are better stouts out there if you want to buy an Imperial Stout for like fucking £8 a bottle or whatever. Absolutely. But again, that's going to be nice for one or two. You're not going to session it the same way you session a Guinness. Guinness is 1 pint wonder. That's the thing. It's low in ABV, but to be fair, it's so smashable. If you can handle the state of the arsehole the next day, you can easily drink fucking 3 Guinness an hour. Will P, do you get swatted every day? I think you're confusing me with your arsehole. Nice lacing on the glass, yeah. Although that doesn't mean much, even when it's lacing. There's bees like Madries and Cruz Campos, they put foaming agents in the beer to get that effect. So don't, because you'll see that on the Madries and the Cruz Campos, all that lacing. Don't think that's a sign of quality. There's been breweries like cheating, these macro breweries cheating, adding foaming agents to help trick people. Be right back. You heard it. Put some respect on me piss's name. And he marks out of 10 for my piss. Rate my piss, peoples. No one wants to drink. Yeah, but they are like Madries and stuff like that. Honestly, I swear to God, they had foaming agents to the beer, which gives it that lacing. A beer that's naturally good can sometimes do that itself. But there's cheat codes for stuff like that, so it's no longer a sign of good beer. Don't assume because it's got good lacing, it means it's a good beer. The answer was mint respect. Maybe Cecil would like to drop off a fairy. Rate the piss started strong but fizzled out towards the end. Yeah, we got a bonus fart in there as well, man. Come on. I haven't tried this for ages, but I remember loving it. So hopefully I'm not disappointed. I'm more of a Pilsner kind of guy, and this is a Helles lager, but my God. Augustiner München Lager Beer Hell. Shade review on this one. 5.2% German purity law, as always. Brown bottle. The Germans know how to do it. You can get this in Sainsbury's. Wagwan. Did you actually hear me piss or not? If you didn't, let me know. I'll just take the wireless mic off. It's obviously not working. Wagwan Contridan. Oh, hells. Yeah. The bud is flat as hell tonight. I don't even with beer clean glass. I didn't make this glass beer clean, come to think of it. That's probably why there's not much head. Didn't hear it, ah. So did anybody hear me piss? Yeah, that's good. Got a PD Hell's keg for cream bowl today. Recognise. Enjoy, mate. On my beer machine, I think it's Spatten Oktoberfest. Yeah, Spatten Oktoberfest. I'm going to recognise that after this. Elijah. Lisa slowed. Oh, here he goes with a bell end this. Lisa slowed away. He's just on the raz and vaping away in his man cave. And Spack and Hob Day, mate. What? What do you mean, and Spack and? Yeah, but Elijah, you do know I get paid by YouTube to drink beer. A little bit jealous, mate. Came in with a funny quip, but couldn't spell Forsaken. Drinking Velderschloffen tonight after watching your review. For the price you pay, I think that's a good beer. What do you think, YouTuber Can? And how much did it cost you? The last time I had it, I think it was $3.50 for 4 500ml cans. I'm guessing it might have gone up a bit. But if it was less than £4, then I'd probably say that's the best value option as far as a cheap lager would go, because the next one would probably be like the Aldi's Winebacker. Hello, Bill. You got a great Sainsbury's near you. Mine is shit. Yeah, it needs to be a Sainsbury's superstore to get the kind of beers that you see in my one. If it's just a normal Sainsbury's, it's got to be like a massive Sainsbury's. So you have to look up your nearest Sainsbury's superstore. Oh, it's a brewery. Oh, I've not heard of them, actually. £3.79 now, I think. What's £3.79? For the Velda Schnoffen. I mean, yeah, then yeah, that's definitely one of the best. Because they're 500ml cans as well, aren't they? So yeah, I don't have a Waitrose near me, but I've had a few people request for me to go to Waitrose. I'll try and hopefully at some point before Christmas go there. Who's the worst Spice Girl? I've never liked Posh Spice. Or either Posh Spice or Scary. I'd say the worst. Unless you're talking about shaggability. I don't know, that could change it. I don't know. Even with beer clean glass at them, sometimes the head doesn't last very long. Keith, you wouldn't know quality beer if you fucking put it up your arsehole, mate. Yeah, I would at some point, Elijah. I don't know everything about beer. There are just some I've not got around to trying. My speciality is lagers. I'm hoping to learn more about ales and stouts and stuff as I go along, but most of my knowledge is lagers and Weiss beers, second to that probably. It's the 1st of December. Yeah, so what's in your stocking, mate? Fuck all. Beer monster would snap Posh like a twiglet in the shack in the oh shit, I broke her. Sorry, David. John Smith is all right. That's borderline a 10-second kick. 10-second timeout. God, dear. John Smith is 3.4% now. You know that. You should try a brewery called Don Zocco. Never heard of him, mate. Something like a Pilsner Quell. I mean, I love the stuff, but it's not for everyone. Into cruising, it's the only thing on tap. Don't know if I see this, but I just liked and subbed. May God bless your head and heart with all the energy you need in life. Stay blessed. Thank you very much. Fancy a bum. I've just ordered a few Guinness in the family miles. Enjoy, mate. Just about a cave. Yeah, John Smith's is 3.4% now. The last time I heard, anyway, it might have even gone lower. How many pints you had? Oh shit, I forgot. I actually know today because I've been drinking bottles and all the empties in front of me. 4. Yeah, 4. Well, 4 once that's gone. Good cameras everywhere is taken over from the magic crap. Oh man, it's fucking just as bad. I ain't got a clue what it is, Graham. You got to catch up, mate. Pilot Shipyard in spoons. Shipyard's not too bad. Can't wait for Foster's to go down to 3.4. Thank you. Hawkson worth the price. I keep seeing it. Look, it's a nice beer. I don't think it's worth the price. I think it's a bit overpriced. They do it on the perfect draft on the beer machine, right? And sometimes it's an offer. I've got it once, 3 kegs for 90 quid. For that price, it's good because you send the kegs back, you get a £5 back, about another £5 for ordering them. So that makes it about 60 quid for 31.5 pints, which is about 2 quid a pint, instead of 2 quid for a 330ml bottle, and it's on keg. So if you like your Hawkstons, definitely get yourself a perfect draft, and when it's on a really good offer like that, just stock up, would be my advice. It's not very often, but every now and again it comes on a really good deal. Fucking know what's going on. Can I get a BOSH for donating? No, you haven't donated. Still in the dry auctions. If you want to support British farming and UK brewed stuff and all that, then yeah, it is. I like it. I do like it actually. Some people say it's a bit too like a craft lager, and I get that. It's quite hoppy, but I personally like it. I don't love it, but I like it. Like in the top 8 beers in Sainsbury's video earlier, if I'm honest, it wouldn't have been in the top 5. It probably would have been 6th, 7th, or 8th. And it was probably the most expensive one, which is why personally I think it's overpriced. Give Curious Brew a go. I'm not going about to pay 3 quid a can for beer that ain't got no alcohol in it. If they want to send me some, absolutely, I'll review it. If you want to message him and say, send Beer Monster some Curious Brew, I'll fucking review it, but I'm not going to pay for it. And I'm definitely not going to review it in exchange for a positive review. If I think it's shit, I'm going to say it's shit. This is why I don't have no deal with any beer brands. Why you ignore me, bro? Because you talk shit, Danny G. You know, I'm struggling to keep up with the comments. And when it gets like that, you're probably one of the first people whose comments I'm not going to read. Is Star Priming any good? Look, Star Priming is mostly brewed in the UK now, but it doesn't have glucose syrup in it. That's a bonus, as far as I'm aware, and as far as I can taste. It doesn't say it on the bottle, and I can't taste glucose syrup in it. Doesn't mean it doesn't have it in it, but I'm quite good at tasting it with the ones that don't say it's got. I can't taste it in it. The best, if you want to drink the proper Star Priming, you got to go to Lidl. They sell the proper one in there. I think it's one of the better fake, like when it's brewed in the UK, it's one of the better fake ones for me. Other people disagree, and that's fine. For me, if I was to drink one of these brewed under license beers, fakes, that would be up there with what I would pick to drink. But I'd rather not, if that makes sense. Jessica's like, yeah, especially if you get the Polish brewed stuff. Shipyard brewed in Portland, Maine, United States, and I think it's... I was in the UK as well. Last time I had it, it tasted all right. But it was a while back, I think. That's why I subscribe, mate. Your honesty on beer is fantastic. Thank you, KJ, mate. Bash. I went to Copenhagen and Carlsberg was actually right. Yeah, if you go to fucking Denmark, it's like 5%, or at least I think it might have been stronger than that. It's at least 5%. Not Carlsberg's not supposed to be 3.4%. That's just what happens when we get hold of it. If you go to Copenhagen, like the man said, it's a different beer altogether. Contradan. Bosh! Thank you very much, my brother. I appreciate the £5 super chat. You're absolute legend, mate. Dash, thanks for supporting the channel, man. That is very kind of you, mate. Can we get a Bosh in the chat for this man? Concredan. Zubar isn't bad at it. So I've got to be honest. I reviewed Zubar and I loved it. I've had it since once, and I thought it was the biggest bag of shit. So I don't really know where I stand with Zubar. I think it might have changed, or I think it's definitely got glucose syrup in it. And when I reviewed it, I wasn't at that stage where I could detect it. I don't know if it says on the can or not, but last time I tried it, I was like, all I could taste was glucose syrup. And that's one thing with the Polish beers they can be guilty of sometimes. When they're quite strong, especially with like the strong lagers, like 6% plus, more likely to have glucose syrup in because you start tasting the alcohol. So what they do is they put glucose syrup in it because it's more concentrated than sugar to mask the taste of the alcohol. That's why all the super strength lagers, like your super tenants and all that kind of shit, all have glucose syrup in them. Well, I'm only one man, Elijah. I can't read every comment, mate. If you want your comment more likely to get read out, without being rude, get a fucking membership. Because when it gets busy, I prioritise the members' comments because they actually pay into the channel. Do you know what I mean? I'm only one man. I can't read every... when it's busy, I can't read all the comments. I wish I could, and I don't purposely miss any out. A great guy. Keep up the great work. Cheers, mate. Appreciate that, KJ. Carlsberg export okay in the UK. Carlsberg export is not exported at all. It's brewed in the UK. And it does have glucose syrup in it, I think. Even though it doesn't say it on the back. I can taste glucose syrup in it. I can't promise it's got it in, but I can promise that I can taste it in it. I could be wrong, is what I'm saying, but I can taste glucose syrup in it. They don't have to list the ingredients, or they can list the ingredients they want to list. And leave out the shitty ones, and that's perfectly legal in the UK, which is disgusting. So it's pretty good. Like I said, when I first reviewed it, I liked it. I tried it again since, and I was just like, what? Adam, I'm getting ignored on purpose, mate. Just dropped a lot. No, you're not getting ignored on purpose. It's very busy, mate. Can you not see I'm struggling to keep up with the comments? That's why I'm behind. So sometimes when I'm behind, I'll read out the shorter comments or the members' comments, if that makes sense. Because I can only do what I can do, mate. I'd love to read them all out. Eyeing is fantastic, mate. I donated more than £5 a few months ago. Well, about a year ago, I didn't get a BOSH. Like, how you doing, Steve, mate? BOSH, welcome in, brother. Could be hitting me. Yeah, it could have just been a bad batch. Carlsberg export is wank. Yeah, it is. K.A. James, BOSH, £5 super chat. What a legend, mate. Thank you so much, mate. Can we get a BOSH for KJ for supporting my channel, mate? I really appreciate it, mate. Thank you very much, mate. Dream question was they had glucose syrup. To save money. To save money. And because they don't give a fuck about their beer, and they think most people are so stupid they'll buy it anyway. It's all about saving money. When you add glucose syrup is 4 times sweeter than sugar, and it's cheaper than sugar. And also, it means they don't have to use malts or less malts because it also gives off like a kind of malty-like flavour. So they can get away with just using hops. That's good. BOSH to all donations. Thank you, Steve, mate. Like, subscribe, thank you. Well, I've got to catch up a bit. I'm sorry for missed comments. Contradan, thank you for joining the membership, mate. BOSH. And if anybody else wants to join the membership, don't worry, it's not expensive. It's as cheap as I could possibly make it. If you want to pay more, you can. But it's 99p a month. It's 99p a month. And then you don't get that 13-second delay that's on there at the minute, and you get priority getting your comments for that. Put some respect on his name, you know, mate. So I'm trying to kind of catch up a bit, so I'm having to go through a bit. My pleasure, mate. You've saved me money and time on these shit beers. Mate, I'm glad I could help, honestly. I love to hear stuff like that. What time is Lisa back? I'm not too sure. She doesn't have a set time. She's back when she finishes the job that she's doing. Love you, mate. BOSH. KJ, thank you very much. Fancy a bomb? Drank 4 pints of Old Tom's. Speed everywhere. Shit my pants. I like Old Tom, actually. I've reviewed that on the channel. I think I've only had it once since, but yeah, that's a strong beer, that, and it's nice, isn't it? I'll tell you, a nice beer is in a brown bottle, Gold Label Home Bargains called Fiki Turbo. Yeah. That's a nice beer. It didn't quite make my top 5 video. Doesn't mean I don't like it. Pump anytime, mate. Hiya. Hi. 69 likes as well, you dirty slags. Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate everybody who's hit the like button. It it helps with YouTube algorithms. It tells YouTube you're enjoying the live and that, and it puts in a good word for me if you like. So I appreciate it. I'm not being funny, but it used to be alright with me, mate. No, it's changed. Not sure what I've done. I'm alright with Elijah, but you can sometimes be a knob. I've always stuck up for you because I know you can be alright. But I've always thought sometimes you can be a knob as well. And I don't think I'm wrong. Bit like what you said earlier. Oh, Lisa goes out grafting and all that. And you just sit at home drinking beer. That's one example of just this life. Another one is when you're having to go at me for vaping. You know I vape. You've been watching for over a year, mate. Another example of being a knob. Do you know what I mean? And that's just a night stream. But you've had examples of not being a knob as well. Beer from around the world selection pack is a joke. Bloody no, mate. It's criminal, isn't it? Had a few alcoholic. Cheers to you. Cheers to you, Bori. Welcome in, brother. Vaping is gay, says gone. I bet you've got one in your gob, one in each ear hole, one up each nostril, and one up your back pussy then, mate. And you've probably even tried to squeeze one in your helmet. Again, Elijah, I don't dislike you, but you have got that knobhead side to you. And I think even you can admit that. Start fresh. I'm happy to do that, mate. Jennifer's not a moderator anymore. You don't have to like do things to piss her off or whatever. I don't even know if you even knew that, but she's not. No, Kazi, how you doing, mate? Welcome in. Yeah, you would have been banned a long time ago, mate. Yeah, Jen was in. What's up, Meat Sandwich? Welcome in, buddy. How you doing? What are you guys drinking tonight, anyway? I'm just finishing off a Augustiner Helles, and I'm going on a Spatten Oktoberfest off the old beer machine. What are you guys drinking? Come beer and cigars takes ages to arrive this time of night. And my back pussy is slammed up the tuck biscuits from Real Life. Yeah, that was you saying he was talking shit about me when he weren't as well, wasn't it? On the Mulligans. What do you think of that over Guinness, Elijah? Drinking Corona. Where are you from, Andy, mate? Do you like cider? I like cider in the summer sometimes, but I don't like sweet ciders. I don't really like sweet beers either. Not to session. I can have one or two, but... Sometimes when I buy some beers, I regret. Sometimes I'll review something and I'll have to buy like a 4-pack because I can't get them individually, and I'll be like, fuck me, what have I done? And I'll snake bite them. The other 3, it's more tolerable. That's great beer, mate. You always drink the best when you're not reviewing. Not always, actually. Not always, mate. In fact, when it gets towards the end of the month, you'll notice I'll start drinking more cheaper beers because I start running out of money. I'm not opposed to nipping down the shop and buying a 10-pack of fucking San Miguel, or going in Aldi and getting some Rheinbacher or whatever, Steinhauser. 100%. It happens. They've put cream in cider. Oh. Gentleman's relish. Splat. An inch, anyone? Oh, too sweet for me, the inches. I can only have a few inches. Gets too sweet for me after that. If you're talking about the inches cider. Fair play, I like a few, but for a session death row beer, man, because ciders, I get what you mean with the sweetness. Yeah, I mean, it's like apple juice, isn't it, basically? It's full of... And the Berry Brother, love from Scotland. Lily Liability, welcome in. Or Lil Liability, sorry. Got to get that shit to get smashed when you need it. Cheeky snipe bite one in a while. Yeah. If I've got to be honest, if I'm going to be honest, years ago when I was really, really skin, sometimes I used to buy a big bottle of that, what's it called? They sell it in Tesco's still. It's only about $2.50 for 2 litres. It's like a cheaper version of Strongbow, but in my opinion, it tastes better than Strongbow. Can't remember what it's called now. And I'd buy like some cheap lagers and just mix them together. I forget what it's called. Not White Lightning, no, not like, it wasn't a particularly strong cider. It was like a 5%er. Crumpton Oaks, that's it, Crumpton Oaks. And I'd mix it with like whatever 4-pack was on offer. Like, whether it be the San Miguel, I'd try to aim for a 5% if possible. If not, I'll just get what I could afford. I didn't have much money. And that way I could get like, if I'd get like a 4-pack for about £4. Back then, I think the cider was £2 a bottle, so it was like £6, and you got 2 litres of cider and 4 cans of beer. Good night, you know. Good cheap night. £6, happy days. Close to 20 units of alcohol. Frosty Jacks. No. The only reason it was Crumpton Oats is because that's what they sold in my local shop. They didn't even sell the Frosty Jacks and all that. I probably would have gave that a go for a snake bite, but... Very good taste, is it? Yeah. I mean, I could still drink a snake bite. Don't get me wrong. I have good months and bad months. You know, if I'm saving up for something or a holiday or a fucking bill or something, sometimes I'll drink the cheaper stuff. I was quite fortunate with some of the shorts I've done recently, and I put in that code, which seems to not be working now, which is really annoying. There's got about 200 quid's worth of free beer out of putting that code in them shorts. But I've had multiple people saying the code's not working, which is annoying. How you doing, JBM? Hello, my friend. Just to let you know, your video on this live is currently YouTube featured trending in first place. What? Your video and live? I don't think so, JVM. Where'd you get that from? You only got 30 people in, mate. Maybe first place on your recommended list because you watch a lot. Am I drinking beer? Yes. Many a weekend had it down my white shirt. We're all famous. Oh, fair enough. If it is, I don't know. I don't even know how to check that kind of stuff, if I'm honest. I just turn the camera on and have a beer and chat. I don't really care. Lily Queen, what's happening? What win? Lily Queen. JVM, what are you? Come on, Elijah. Be nice to JVM. What's he done to you? Calm down on the old drink. So I'm in hospital soon to get my gallbladder out. I should calm down on the old drink because I'm a fucking beer monster. Really. Just having a Star Prime and 660. I like it. Is it a decent beer? It's brewed in the UK. I don't think it's awful of them. I don't mind it, Shamey, but it is brewed in the UK, unfortunately. It's not the real stuff. If you want the real stuff, you've got to go to Lidl. 500ml bottles of Lidl are real. Digital platforms algorithm promptly timing, engaging, and interacting content, and creators' ability to promote their streams to boost visibility. JV, I think you look too much into all the algorithms and all that, mate. Just do you have a gout, Bosh? No. Why does people keep saying, have I got gout tonight? Is there any good American lagers? Yeah, I'm sure there is. I wouldn't really know because we don't get them in the UK. That's for sure. Cheers, everybody. We're on the Spatten Oktoberfest. Bosh! Been a Beck's glass. I've got a Spatten glass, but I couldn't be asked to go and get it. Why am I so addicted to your little drinks commentary and the supermarkets? Thank you for watching, man. I really appreciate it. Honestly, I appreciate the support, buddy. I really do. I'm just trying to call out shit beers and help people drink better beers. Sometimes I might be like, wait the fuck up and all that. I don't really mean it. That is just a reference to people keep referring to me as the beer version of Eddie Abu, and he says, wait the fuck up. So I was like, because so many people kept calling me Eddie Abu, I was like, fuck it, I'm going to say, wait the fuck up in one of my videos. But in all honesty, I've actually had a change of heart. I'm not going to say that anymore, I don't think. Because at the end of the day, what I'm trying to do, let's be honest here. Let's be honest. 90% of people in the UK drink all these beers, which I'm slagging off, and saying wait the fuck up at the end of it isn't really going to get them on board, is it? Well, what I kind of had a rethink. Saying stop drinking this Madry and wait the fuck up. They're just going to think, what a prick. What I've got to do it in a nice way to try and say it in a nicer way, I think. Because they're that's the people that makes up the majority of the beer drinking market in the UK. So if I keep telling them to wait the fuck up, they're not going to listen, are they? I've got to kind of say it in a nicer way, I think, if that makes sense. If we were talking, brew with American Power Lager, good American, expensive. Fucking hell. If you're only allowed to drink if you're only allowed to drink beer brewed in the UK, what would you choose? Real Ale. If you're talking lagers, which lagers would I choose? Hawkson Lager or Samuel Smith's, if I could afford it. If I was a bit skinter, I'd have to go for just like one of the main macro ones. Probably something like Star Prime or Singer. They're both brewed under license and they're not too bad. We'll keep posting, good man. Cheers, I appreciate that, buddy. Welcome to the online pub, by the way, mate. And thank you for joining the online pub. You having a drink tonight, Shawan, mate? Real well, yeah. We need to cut down on the alcohol. It's killing us. My family is all alcoholics and druggies. Yeah, you shouldn't drink too much, of course, yeah. Dirty fuck, Elijah. There we go. There's a cock in you again. Elijah, if you keep fucking trying to be a knob, I will eventually ban you. And if it's me that bans you, I probably won't bring you back. Mr. Woody McDeard, he's only man apart, you gotta hit. Mr. Woody McDeard, he's only man apart, you gotta yeah. Recognize. Hello, I'm not drinking today. I had 3-course meal at a hotel. It was good, but one of the dishes wasn't so great. Fair enough. At least 2 out of 3 ain't bad, I suppose, as the saying goes. I think I'll stick to hotels because I know my hotels and you know your beer. I know the different tastes, but I don't know the ins and outs. Yeah, I mean, I'm still learning every day, mate. It's there's a lot of beers in the world, a lot of different styles of the beer. I know me lagers really well. I know me Vice beers fairly well, but it's yeah, I like Ricky Gervais. I think it's quality. Elijah, I don't want to ban you because I do actually like you. But all that kind of, I'm not going to do a gen. I'm not going to keep banning you for 10 seconds for a laugh. If you piss me off, I'll just permanently ban you. I know what you're about. You know what I mean? I know you can be a knob. I'll get that. I'll accept that. But if you keep doing it, I'll just be like, you're gone, mate. I won't flirt with you like Jen did. I like the nice side to you. Does the machine run out of beer? Well, yeah, but then you have to put another keg in it. Takes his kegs. Once the keg runs out, you put a new keg in it. User FS2. Describe, mate. Tell us about you. What do you want to know about me? Best porter, Elijah. It's not really my go-to style for me, so I wouldn't. I'm not gonna lie to you. I wouldn't be able to say any decent recommendations of porters. Yes, I could name a few, but I've not tried enough to really be confident to know that they'd be up there with the best, if that makes sense. How many times you come home piss? Since I started my own online pub, literally never. Because I drink online on my online pub, posting my online pub. Tell you a story, and the fact that is true reason why John Smith says a lot of the time is cheaper than most beers is because it's watered down. Oh, it's 3.4% as well, so that's in the lowest tax bracket. Do the YouTube full time. How have you been doing it, and why? I started my inspiration for starting my YouTube channel, if you like, is I was a typical guy that I'm trying to appeal to now in these shorts that I'm making. I drank the same kind of 2 or 3 different beers all the time, year after year after year after year, and they changed. And I didn't notice at first, but then they kept taking the piss of it, and I noticed. And so I started trying other beers, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to make a YouTube channel, trying loads of beers, reviewing beers that I try. Because before I actually started the channel for about 2 years, I started trying different beers. It opened my eyes. Once I noticed that my regulars changed, I started trying loads of different beers, and I started enjoying it. And I really wanted to make a YouTube channel, but I didn't have the confidence. I was watching other beer tubers, beer reviewers, and I was enjoying them because I was soaking in the knowledge. But I was thinking, if I'm honest, I'm not, you know, how do I put it?
I thought there's a gap for someone like me, but I just ain't got the confidence to do it. And it's, you know, my true personality didn't come out in the first few years of my beer reviews, but they was all interesting and knowledgeable. But I found them all a bit boring. And I thought if I can kind of, because I like comedy and stuff like that, if I can kind of do it, but in a less boring way, I think that could be something a bit different. So that's kind of what I thought, and I just started trying beers without little to no knowledge about beers and reviewing them. And I've learned as I've gone along, if that makes sense. It was about 3.5 years ago, I think, I started the channel. 14.71k up before. Yeah, I mean, it took me fucking about a year and a half to get 1,000 subscribers. It took me 2.5 years to get 1 million views, and in a month I've had 2.5 million views. It's kind of crazy, if I'm honest. My channel's doing well lately. Thoughts on Rate My Beer? His channel is really good, but I can't stand his mods. Fucking woke. No comment. No comment. That's what I'm gonna say. No, we've had a bit of history, so we say. We've had a bit of history. We used to be friends. We used to do content together sometimes, like live streams and that. We fell out. I don't want to go into the whole story behind it and all that. But it got very nasty, actually, between my channel and his channel. And we've called a truce. We're not going to talk shit about each other anymore. So, yeah, we'll leave it at that. We've made up. We haven't done anything together since, but he's not talking shit about me as far as I'm aware. And I'm not talking shit about him. So, yeah, and it is what it is. And, you know, his channel's doing really well. So, good luck to him. There's different beer channels out there for everyone. Everyone does it, got their own kind of unique way of doing it. And watch what you like, you know what I mean? Some people like the more serious guys, the more knowledgeable. Some people like the people that are ruthless. Some people like the people that are funny. Some people like the people that... There's lots of different... There's some great beer channels out there. And some of them are like criminally, like hardly any subscribers. And it just amazes me. Like, when as I said, I used to watch some channels before I started my channel. And I've overtaken some of them channels now as far as like subscribers go, and I just think, how the fuck? Like, I can't believe it, because to me they were like brilliant, and they still are, but they just have never got that kind of push from YouTube somehow, and it's kind of crazy. I'm not a compensate. Please not time. Yes, I do have a girlfriend. You're a natural. Cheers, mate. I appreciate that, KJ. Well, mate, I had a funny idea. Could try talking like an American country boy. What do you think that's about, mate? I do characters. I've laid off the comedy a bit the last month, but I do characters as well. His name is Randy Boshington. He's an American guy I play. He's like a proper slut, and he hates British people. And he talks like it's, "Are you British? Go fuck the Queen, Harry Potter, you goddamn ass cock. What a guy." He's like, he's got that proper... yeah, and I do like an Indian guy. You must have seen me with a turban on before, surely. This is the first time joining. All I can say is, Rate My Beer blocked me, and I'm blocked from his channel for no reason. And yes, it was Jen, but... yeah, I'm not here to hate on any other channels, man. I'm just going to focus on my channel. Let's say I've had a bit of dramas with other channels. We've fixed it. That's the most important thing. I don't wish them any harm. Good luck to them. Hopefully, maybe one day we can get to a stage where we could make content together or whatever. You know, it's great to get... I don't see other beer channels as rivals. To me, it's more like brothers. Like, we're in the same game. Let's work together if possible. But I've had a few bad experiences, so now I kind of just keep myself to myself. Like, I don't invite other beer channels on as guests as such and stuff like that. I'd rather just get subscribers of my channel on, because I don't want no drama. And I think when you get involved with other channels in the same kind of niche as what you're in, it can often lead to drama. if that makes sense. So I'd rather just get my subscribers on when I have guests on and have a laugh at you guys and keep out the drama, if that makes sense. I do watch Spino's channel, Spino's channel, but it does rumble on a bit. Spino, yeah. I'd like to get Spino on, but I don't know. I don't know if he's a bit off with me or something. Well, craft beer is good. Come on, you gunners. Yeah. I like Spino. I think it's underrated channel. I mentioned to him a while back about coming on as a guest because he's like really close to 1,000 subscribers, and I was kind of like, I'd love to get you on as a guest and help to get you over the 1,000 subscribers. And he was a bit kind of like, I don't want to come as a guest because I want to earn them subscribers myself, kind of thing. And I was a bit like, I don't know. I thought I get what he means. I get what he means, but I like him. I think he's a good guy, and I think I'm only trying to help you, mate. Do you know what I mean? I was only trying to help you. He came across a little bit shady to me, but he has got a good channel. I think I'll focus on just myself and my channel and get the same vibe that you try and do the same thing before you. Yeah. Just focus. I'm just focusing on my channel and the people that watch my channel. I'm not one of these people who wants to fucking have beef and that of other channels and that. I just can't be arsed. Life's too fucking short. If you like other channels, watch them. If you don't, then don't. Everybody's got the right to watch whatever channel they want. Just because you're in the same kind of category, it doesn't mean. But for me, I ain't started no beef with other channels, but sometimes other people like they're in the same niche or whatever. I don't know what it is. It can cause dramas, so I'll just keep out of it. Impression of Eminem, he was Indian. Craft beer channel is the biggest beer channel. Oh, he's got to 1,000. Oh, fair play. Right, Carla? Oh, it's pissing down out there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Carla needs a back in the ears also. How's work alright?
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like it was.
No, we were there for about nearly 4 hours.
It both look like drowned rats. You're right.
Parked at the end of the road.
Why did it take longer than usual then?
Don't even know.
We went to Tesco though or something. No?
Nope.
We've been slacking. Favourite savoury? I don't really eat snacks when I'm drinking, mate.
You should come up with
Don't
one.
like salmon.
I need to know what I'm doing with Alfie.
What?
I need to know what I'm doing with Alfie tomorrow.
What do you mean?
We'll come at work.
Yeah?
He's not at school.
Yeah, obviously I'll look after him, won't
Because obviously I can't, if I'm late, then I can't.
I? Yeah, I won't be on. I might go on like a little bit after one, but not much.
Obviously leave Carla.
I'll be off. No. Nice. Stop being stupid like the other day with that. You're not gonna get up for whatever it was. Good night. Stop being stupid. Elijah. As soon as I have alcohol, I was the same with smoking. I am constantly puffing away. That's just what I do, mate. You should know that by now. You've been watching the channel for fucking years. You're probably one of the 3 YouTube channels I've watched since the beginning and one of the only channels I still like. Thank you, JB. I appreciate that, mate. As in, stop the vape or stop talking about not vaping. I'm not telling you to vape, Elijah. If you don't want to vape, mate, or if it's pissing you off that much, then don't go and watch somebody else. But I'm going to do me, mate. As if that far away is not my cup of tea, man. Eddie, a boo of beer. How you doing, Mush? Yeah, I mean, I've got to be honest with. I don't watch him anymore because I don't have time to. But I used to watch Royal Craft Beer before I started YouTube, and I liked his online pubs. And that's where I got the inspiration, I'm not going to lie, to do my own online pub. I liked his online pubs, but there was a bit too PG. He wouldn't swear and he wouldn't, and I get it, because he's got like brand deals and stuff. Which is why I've not got a brand deal. I just want to be able to be myself. I'm sure there's a lot of. I like that. He's just trying to feed his family, mate. I'll be honest. I'll stick up for him in that sense. He does YouTube full time. That's his source of income. He's gave up his day job. He needs to get the views in and that. And beer wasn't giving him enough, so he's steps into food as well. Some of the people that subscribe through food might also watch the beer, and likewise. He's just trying to feed. He's just trying to bring in the money, mate. He's just trying to bring in the money to support his family. You can't hate on him for that. To be fair, wasn't sure he had brand deals. Yeah, I mean, I didn't know that. I know now because I've kind of had some of the same kind of offers sent my way, and I know to deal with them, but they're not for me. I'll quite happily, don't get me wrong, if there's to make some money in that with getting a brand and that on board, fantastic. But what I won't do is say a beer's good if it's not good, if that makes sense. Just because, like, let's just say, I don't know, brewery straight off the top of your head. So, what's Brewdog? Just say Brewdog. Oh, yeah, we'll send you loads of free beers. But, you can be honest to a degree, but you can't say anything shit. Everything's got to be at least 6 out of 10 or whatever. I wouldn't take that deal personally. I wouldn't take that deal. I get it, but I wouldn't take it because I think it kind of ruins your credibility as well. When you get 100k subs, I'm changing the name of my passport ID to Julio. I'll never get 100k subs. Nothing. I don't get. I've got no partnership. Even a perfect draft. I'll put a code up there. That's a friend referral code that every single owner of a perfect draft has got. Someone in the chat back me up. You get a friend referral code if you've got a perfect draft. That's the one I'm putting in as my friend referral code. I'm not affiliated with him with anything, which is why the last perfect draft review I done, which is just a Modelo, I said, shit. If I was after a sponsorship, I probably wouldn't have said that. But for me, I've got to be honest. And hopefully one day I will get a sponsorship. Of course, it'll bring money to my family and stuff. But I would like to think there's a company out there that would appreciate the honesty, if that makes sense. Maybe not, but. Yeah, that's all it is a friend referral code. Yes, I'm putting it in all my shorts. Why not? Some people might use it. I'll get some free beer at the end of the day. It costs me a lot of money to do my lives and drink beer. Probably about 30 to 40 pound every live I do worth of beer gets drunk. So anything I can do to kind of counter that, I'm going to do it. Do you know what I mean? But I'm not going to sell me soul for fake reviews, is what I'm not going to do. I quite happily put a code in there because at the end of the day, that somebody's got to buy a machine where they get great beer, and they get a discount for using it, and I get some free beer if they use my code. That's all it is. That's the only kind of thing I've got going on. Where's it going to the other day? She's not in tonight, mate. was Kazian. She's a moderator on the channel. I like Modelo. Must be a casual beer fan. Well, Modelo on the Perfect Draft was disappointing user because it was UK brewed. So I've not actually tried the real Modelo yet, the Mexican one, which I'd like to. It's UK brewed stuff, and you know what I'm like for that. And I was so disappointed because there's a lot of beers you can buy on the Perfect Draft where they're actually brewed in the countries they're supposed to be brewed from. And they've started being knobheads with it, do you know what I mean? And doing some of the UK brewed shittery. Yeah, I got a code for Perfect Draft if you want one, mate. You can get some money off. I mean, someone spreading the truth on these beers. When I went to Germany, my eyes were opened, and then I came across you. Good work, man. Deserve a sponsor big time for the real, from a real big. That's exactly what I want from a real beer company. Exactly, where I don't even have to lie because they just make good fucking beer. And even if they have an off one, I want to be able to say that, you know, I love these guys, but they've got it wrong this time. And I want them to be able to be like, okay, we appreciate your feedback. Do you know what I mean? Because we want to make good beer. And you saying this one isn't so good, they don't see that in a negative way because they care about their beer. Does that make sense? Mono Mexicano is great. Has the next Marjorie's not one who used to dress up as a clown. What? Rather drink donkey piss aged for a century than drink Carlsberg. Donkey piss aged for a century. I mean, it'd probably be quite nice, wouldn't it? After a century of something like wine. Boss being your best. I'm not really good with best stuff. There's like for me, I've like kind of tier lists in my head, like S tier, A, B, C, D. Obviously, the higher up, the better. There's so many beers in the S tier, and like, do you know what I mean? If it's in the S tier, they're my kind of go-tos. I love them, and I find it hard to kind of pick one over the other because it just depends what you fancy, you know. My willy is flaccid. Paramount, how you doing, mate? Rice Fino is a nice beer. Rice beer. I recognise. I had it earlier, mate. Very nice. Get into fine wines. What do you reckon Asahi? I mean, I've done the same. You know, I mean, it gave you. Well, this is my opinion. I've done. If you did you watch my Sainsbury's video? I done a top 8 lagers in Sainsbury's. Asahi didn't make the cut, but if it is a top 10, I reckon Asahi, Peroni, and Korev would have made up 2 of the 3 for the top 10. Is what I would say. I'm not saying they're awful. They just didn't make my top 8. Does that make sense? I wasn't trying to get you banned. I was on the banner. Ryan Stefano's low. Andreas Bush. How you doing, you schlag? You had one earlier, mate. Recognize. World's oldest brewery as well, Ryan Stefano. And what's the date? They're made again. 1040. I've been brewing beer since over 1,000 years. Well, 1,000 years, mush. If they don't know how to make a beer, then we're fucking doomed, didn't we? 1,000 years. Wow. That's it. It's all tastes like so being in the top 5 for me. Yeah, but Luke Murphy, have you tried the other 8 beers that I put in my top 8? If you have, then I respect your opinion in that sense. But if you haven't tried the other beers I put above it, then in all honesty, you're not really in a position to say that, if that makes sense. I've tried all them 8 beers, and I've tried all the other ones as well. I've tried every single lager in that supermarket. And that's what I'm basing my opinion on, if you know what I mean. every single lager in Sainsbury's. I've drunk every single lager in every single supermarket, apart from some of the craft lagers. I've tried all of them. Which we're going to get back to you and let you know. Yeah, fair enough, mate. Yeah. But yeah, you're right. We've all got our own taste. But like I say, if you've tried all them beers and then you disagree, then, you know, fair enough. Also, Asahi's one of them beers where I would say, I wouldn't say it's a bad beer, but I wouldn't say it is very dry. It's called Asahi Super Dry. It's not for everyone. A bit like Pilsner Quell. It's very flavoursome and it's bitter. Asahi's kind of one of them beers. I love the Pilsner Quell. I personally don't love the Asahi. I don't dislike it, but I don't love it. What do you think about beer glasses at Crate Bowls? What nucleated glasses of the widget? They're good for lagers, but you don't put ales and stuff in it. It depends what beer style you're drinking, mate. It depends what beer style you're drinking on whether you use that glassware. Every beer style has different glassware you should use for that particular style. Love you, mate. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate that, mate. Bosh. Well, I'm going to go for a quick piss. I'll be right back, people. Please do hit a like on the stream. Wow, I'd really appreciate that. Be right back. Back again. Sorry about that, peoples. Could you hear me pissing? I don't think wireless mic's working or not. Might get yourself a cheeky membership for 99p a month. Bargain knowledge you get. Yeah, if anybody wants to be a member, it's 99p a month. If you want to pay more, you can. There's several options, but you don't get nothing extra. But have you even noticed the emojis yet, Cronchidan? The members only emojis. Yeah, you don't get no 13. Sometimes I have to put a delay in the chat if it gets busy and that. I mean, I think there's a 13-second. You can only send a message every 30 seconds. If you remember, you can write as much as you like. You've got priority of getting your comments read out when it's busy. And yeah, 99p is the cheapest I can make it. No forced penetration. Just saying. Anyways, cheers everybody. Bosh, lovely pint of Spaten Oktoberfest lager. Really nice. What I like about this, even with a widgeted glass, look, not much gas, but it's beautiful. Doesn't give you the farts. I feel like Adam has a potential Japanese character. Something. Andreas, there you go. That's the members emojis. Andreas, big them up. Some of them you'll be looking at thinking, what the fuck? But near enough, all them emojis have some sort of part of the channel history. What they'll do. Every single one of them are there for a reason. They've either happened on a live or they're part of the channel history in some sense. Even me shagging the sheep. Is that the one where the head goes quick? No, not necessarily. But it's not very gassy. If you look, not much bubbles. The head's normally pretty good. It's an Oktoberfest beer. They're fucking brilliant. They're like it's like fucking 6%. Goes down like it's 4.5%. And doesn't give you an hangover, but definitely gets you pissed. Beautiful stuff. We had 60 bottles. You have 60 bottles of Paul Island Oktoberfest for Christmas. Bosh, that brother. Merry Christmas indeed for you, mate. That's a cracker. But yeah, Spaten. I don't know. And by the way, Spaten and Franziskaner. Spaten make this as well. Franziskaner. They're the same brewery. Absolute top class. Big J recognize. Some of you only seen I'll do characters as well for the new people. You might not have seen the characters. I'll do an Indian guy, I'll do a gay guy, I'll do a fucking transgender guy, I'll do an American guy that hates British people. I've laid off of them for a little while, but they will be back. A lot of it is because they keep getting me in trouble, if I'm honest. Love it, brother. Gays and transgender like, characters. Like, for example, I do a gay guy. His name is Cecil Rimbosh. Rimbosh, as in arsehole Bosh. Oh, Cecil! Oh, behave yourself, sweetheart. In Cecil's gay bar. Yeah. That's the online gay bar. And it's very flamboyant. And it's also part of the act. If you look at that, that's what he kind of looks like. He's got a story behind him. He's a wrestler. And his wrestling name is the Bumdertaker. And that's what it looks like when he's wrestling in that emoji that Andreas put up. But when I play him, he's just like got like flowery tops on, a top hat, purple top hat with like LGB stuff and all that. And he tries to say, diddly bob, 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 way down the Margate. Fucking Cecil Rimbosh, yeah. That's the name of the gay character. Cecil Rimbosh is on my gay bar. Oh, behave yourself in Cecil's gay bar. Yeah, but the idea is when I play the characters, is all the regulars, it's fucking hell. Because you know you get like random people coming in who don't know the channel, sort of that are scrolling through. All the regulars have to kind of go along with it. And everybody acts gay. I act gay as Cecil. So we make it believe that everybody who joins when I'm playing Cecil is just joining an online gay bar. We all talk about bumming and shit like that. And they're like, what the fuck? And that's what makes it funny. The same as like when I do I put a leopard print dress on, fake boobs and all that, wig. I still keep the beard. And I even get my kids involved. They come over to me and call me mum and stuff. And I use a beer belly and say that I'm a pregnant woman. And people are just like, what the fuck? Anybody knew? And all the regulars help out. They're like, yeah, trust me, he is a woman, even with the beard and all that. Yeah, trust me, he's a woman. I met him before and all that. Anything to kind of help to make it seem believable. And we just fuck up their heads. And they're like, what the fuck? It is really funny. Scroll through and we shag your mum if you complain. Yeah, and the American guy, Randy Boshman, he's got a bit of a story behind him. He's an American guy from Kentucky. He hates British people, and he's famous. His story, his background, because all the characters got a background. He's famous for being the first ever man. If you look at the T-shirt, it's going to appear backwards, but it says hashtag Tash Grabs, because he's the first ever man to get vaginal lice in his facial hair from eating so much hairy fanny. That's his history. And so it says hashtag Tash Crabs, what a guy. So that's the story behind that T-shirt. So when I'm playing him, he's got all his fucking gear on. He wears a fucking headband. He's got a mullet wig on. He's got his fucking chest hair out, fucking gold chain. And all the women in the chat act like they want to shag me when I'm playing Randy Boschin. That's part of the act. It's like every woman wants to shag him, even though he's a fat, hairy bastard who's famous for getting tash crabs. Every woman wants to shag him and every man wants to be him. So everyone kind of goes along with it. And then people come in the chat and they're like, what the fuck? And also, I get a bottle of spirit. Like, it'd be vodka or whatever, but really it's water, or whiskey, but really it's tea. And every 5 likes, he takes a shot, kind of thing. And everybody fucking believes it. And that it's a good crack. I love it when the child's comment. Yeah, Kate, it's brilliant when they think it's real. We've even had people thinking the fucking with the beard and everything, thinking that the transgender one is real. Thanks to your guys' help. Hey there, Leon. Have you got any dry backs glasses? When you drink a pint of dry glass, it will be fizzing. The next pint will look flat. Yeah, but I haven't really got the time to kind of, do you know what I mean? Do you know when I'm like, Bosh, talking party then? Harry Fanny, yeah. Yeah, he's the first ever man to get tash. He loves hairy fannies as well. Any women coming who's new, I'm like, how you doing? You kind of look like a sexy lady. Have you got a hairy fanny? Sounds like Ron Jeremy. And his slogan to when someone British is in, if I detect they're British when I'm playing Randy Boschin, oh my God, you British? And they go like, yeah. Go fuck the Queen, Harry Potter, you goddamn ass cock. And then eventually somebody says the Queen's dead, and then Randy acts like he's got no idea. All of a sudden he's got morals. The Queen's dead? What the fuck, man? You know what I like to over there, but don't talk about the Queen being dead, man. Because, you know, Americans, they say that Americans have no idea about anything apart from the America. So that's kind of part of the act as well. He has no idea that the Queen's dead. I've got a very hairy fanny. Like a hairy muff, these guys are only like clean shaved puss need their head dry check. And you'll love Randy Boschin and Token Pirate. You'll love him. He's all for the hairy muff. He doesn't care how old you are. He doesn't care how fat you are, skinny you are, how big your tits are. All he gives a fuck about is if you got a hairy fanny, because he wants to get more fucking vaginal lice in his fucking facial hair. That's the only thing he's passionate about, is hating British people and getting more vaginal lice in his facial hair. And Bud Light. When I'm playing Randy Boschin, if anyone asks what I'm drinking, it's Bud Light. Even if I've got a Guinness on the go. We're drinking Bud Light, man. And he's sponsored by Bud Light as well. Went to watch this the other day, but 3 recommendations, mate. Love them. Cheers. Oh, man, I'm glad you enjoyed them. Thank you for the feedback, mate. Blockchain Society, mate. I'm really glad you enjoyed them, buddy. It's always kind of risky recommending beers, so it's always nice hearing some positive feedback. I'm glad you enjoyed them. What beers did you get, Blockchain Society, that you enjoyed, mate? Dog just shit all over the carpet. Bill Baggins, how you doing? Put a heater on my bedroom now. The room smells like toasted dog shit. Is it a bit naughty? It's a bit naughty. And I do like Indian characters as well. One's called Rundi Washington. No, that's not Rundi Washington. Rundi Tika Bosh. Rundi Tika Bosh. And then there's Sultan Rundi when he's got a golden turban on. It's up there on the shelf. And anybody that questions whether it's Indian or comes in and is Indian, hello, I'm from India, they get there. Mr. Woody McNear, this only man the Pachkali. Mr. Woody McNear, this only man the Pachkali. Come on, ladies, one pound fish. Come on, ladies, one pound fish. Have a look, 1 pound fish, very, very good. 1 pound dish, very, very cheap. 1 pound fish. Come on, ladies, Hi, splat. 1 pound fish, recognize. Stinking bumble, poof, the ass cloud, because it's half Indian, half Jamaican, you get me? And I'm white. Recognize the 1 pound fish emoji and dress. Bosh, what a guy. Golden turban. Yeah, I've got like a normal, like, blue turban. Like, kind of standard thing. Mr. Woody McNear, this only man the Pachikala hit. Mr. Woody McNear, this only man the Pachikala. Yeah. That's regular Rundi. When I'm Sultan Rundi, you got the gold turban up there with a feather in it and a diamond. It's kind of like, just knocked over in a minute, but put some respect on my turban's name, white bias. This is that lot as well. Crombacker, Pilsner, Quill, and Tisky. Same problems. That's all right. Recognise them. Didn't know about the good growth sip, and so I appreciate you sharing that out. Thank you for trusting me and listening and finding better beer, mate. And I'm glad that you're drinking better beer because of me. That makes me feel fucking amazing. Do me a favour. Tell your friends and family who drink shit beer and get them on board as well. We need to spread the word. Stop people from drinking all this shit. At least let them know. Then it's down to them, innit? But spread the word, peoples. Spread the turban, white boy. You get me? Put some respect on my turban's name, white boy. Turban is how you know he's Indian. You see. Now, to be fair, I do put a little bit of fake tan on as well to make me slightly darker. But I can't really go blackface, can I? Already on it, mate. Shared the shorts. So thank you very much. I keep forgetting at the end of all them shorts, I should say, share this video to someone who drinks shit beer when I'm slagging them off or recommending. I should say that, shouldn't I? I used to. It feels brilliant. I love the one where his son brings back a fucking gay boyfriend, and everything is just mentioned about bumming constantly. It's fucking brilliant, mate. That's why I've laid off the characters a bit, because I do kind of push them to the extreme, and I keep getting in trouble. I get put on the YouTube naughty step, which basically means I don't recommend nobody to your channel or nothing for like a month. It's like fucking horrible when you're on that. Love Cassie to do blackface. Keith. If you don't know Keith as well, he's the biggest slut on the channel. He's a Welsh man, about 60 years old, sings like Pavarotti, and loves women that are they have to be at least 20 stone. That's kind of skinny to Keith. He'd prefer a 30 stoner. And I'm not joking, by the way. He will openly admit that. Live was promoted by YouTube. Recognize the informer thing, Andreas. Informer. You know, so that means no me I go blame. And I keep a bum down. I test the man, I said, that means no me step. Someone down the lane. And I keep a bum down, informer. You know, so that means no me I go blame. And I keep a bum down. I test the man, I said, that means no me step. Someone down the lane. And I keep a bum down. I way, white boy, recognize. Thank you very much, Andreas, man. Big up the informer emoji. Who remembers that song from the 90s? Yes, I learned that song for you guys. Somebody was like, I remember the start. He's like, I bet you can't learn that song. 1992, yeah. That's why we got the inform. They've all got a story behind them. All them emojis have got a story behind them. So we're trying to kind of fill you in with some of the background. I mean, if you put up one of the emojis and say, like, what's the story behind that? It will have a story behind it. Oh, marmalade is there. White gentleman, difference between marmalade and jam. Well, my white gentleman is only indulge in marmalade. It has to have rind in it as well. Otherwise, I'm not going to be drinking that. It's got to be conserve and full of rind. The same as the jam, it has to be conserve. You know, my gentleman wouldn't need anything less. Banger Man, what a tune. You're a champion, that was 990. Yeah, you try to sing the words of that, mate. Fucking hell. I had to like put in like a week's worth of fucking effort to learn that song. You can't marmalade it up your ass, but you can jam it up. You got to jam it up, boy, you know. Jam it up, boy, you know. Jam it up, the back pussy. That's what he is. Boris Johnson over there, right, older gentlemen, wash your hands, protect the NHS. Why wash your hands? Please sing happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you. Why go and stab some girl's poo? Good effort and dedication to be able to. Thank you, Andreas. BOSH. I learned all of Incredible by General Levy. Took me a month. But no way. You're going to have to join as a guest one day to sing that Incredible. It's just like having mad fits and shit, isn't it? Boyaka. To be fair, the Indian tune wasn't no joke either. Learning that. Fuck me. I don't think I quite nailed it. I've done my best, like, but you got Tourette's, mate. Oh, fair play, brother. He did make some bangers back in the day, mate. I think Arsenal win the Champions League. I've got to be honest. No, was an Arsenal fan. No, I'd love them to, and I hope they do. But do I think they will? No. What reason would I have to think they will? Really? I mean, the likes of Real Madrid and all that are in it, and we've never won it. I'm feeling pretty good about the league, but I'm not getting carried away because we always kind of do it, don't we? And then we fuck up at the end. We bottle it. How are you finding the new chair, Dad? Son? I love you, son. Dad? You mean Ad? Oh, much better. It's actually nice. It's actually fabric instead of fake leather. It's fabric. It's quite comfy, but I've got to be honest, I'm a bit too fat for it. Not weight limit wise, I'm within the weight limit, but it's like I wish it went back a bit further. I must have a big booty. You're a legend, mate. Get some lights around the beer machine. I've got some lights in the front room. I might get some out here as well. But I'll ran the beer machines. Yeah, I'm probably sort of saying that. You're a funny guy that makes me smile. Oh, thank you very much, mate. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you enjoyed the channel, mate. Don't forget to like the stream, people. If you're not like the stream, we've got 116 likes. Let's get 150 likes tonight. We can only do it if you guys recognise that like button. Daddy Beer Monster. Daddy! Hi. Oh, my iPad's upstairs. I want some tunage. A bit of background tunage. Baby, I'd love you to knob me the way that I knob you. It's the way that it should be. I'm talking, baby. I love you to knob me the way that I knob you. But I not had to let you stab my poo, stab my poo, stab my poo, stab my poo, stab my poo. Whisper words of wisdom. It's the background chills. I can't put like your regular kind of songs on though, because you get copyrighted. You might, gentlemen, you know. But I kind of know some songs I can get away with, like Buskers songs by Jewelers. It is an Arsenal shirt, my right honourable gentlemen. Get in the kitchen and get your right glass. It's alright, Leon, mate. It's okay. I'm not overly worried about it, mate. What's going on? Why is my laptop just not starting up without making that noise? Something is wrong. Yeah, I can kind of fucking tell. Oh, okay. Baby. Oh, there's a fucking battery dead. Fucking yes, I love Jesus. I'm gonna have to put a charger in it. Where's my laptop top? Fuck me. Why does everything have to be so complicated? I'm unorganised bastard. That's why. Oh, there. Found it. Now I just need to find the hole. Yes. The laptop is on charge. You've probably seen my back pussy hole. I do apologise. Give me a sec, peeps. What is going on? Microsoft cares about your oh, fuck off. Let me ask the questions. Didn't you hate that shit? I care about my privacy, so ask me fucking questions, you knob. Oh, it's because I've not had the laptop on for ages. It's like update. I don't want to update it. Just hook me up with a YouTube thing, man. So I can put some tunes on. Oh, let's give it a few minutes. To so rape my burp. Kitchen and get a... That's Paul Beverage. Let it be. baby.
What's up, guys? It's Sush. Today I have my Paladin War Guide PvP build. If you like...
With Gemini and Gmail, Jenny can summarize all 37 PTA emails and quickly pick what to make for the bake sale.
I do. Yeah, what am I to do now? Then come on, you baby. Splats. The parrots recognise the word baby and she's going nuts. A little baby. Go on, Minjita. Parrot cam. Minjita's loving it. Little baby. Minjita. Minjita. Little baby. They're just being noisy. Cause spotty bastard. Come on, you baby. Splat. That's the sky. That's a shit pour. What? It's an Oktoberfest beer, mate. It's supposed to have a bit of head on it. All depends on the beer, mate. Oktoberfest beers are meant to have a good bit of head on, mate. The parrot. Enjoy doing Shane Miller. Welcome in, brother. Bosh. Yes, Oktoberfest Spatten. Yeah, no, come on, me girl. Yeah, no, 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 no. Call on me, a cynical. What am I to do now? Yeah. Come on, you baby. Splat. Bingley Flesh. Hey there, Mr. James, welcome in. And King. Good to see you, King. Bosh. Adam, chill. I'm chill, mate. Feel free. I'm fine, just the tunes come on and I come to life a bit. When a little bit of muffin. Very nice. How you doing, King? What are you guys drinking tonight anyway? It always happens when I put the tunes on. The music guys don't go to YouTube. They're scanning it for copyright. You need to join. You get your grooving. Smoke on a pancake. Love this tune. No. Smoke weed today, well, what are you doing? Spatten Oktoberfest beer. Pretty sure. What's the cake? Yeah, Spatten Oktoberfest. 5.9%. eating corns. You look and sound like that goose, Danny G, if Danny G ate Danny G. Okay. Who the fuck is Danny G? Turn it up. Reason why I'm living. Mash it up, oh yeah now. Mash it up, oh yeah now. Mash it up, mash it up. Your name should be trying to be funny and failing, even though you're using capital letters. Maybe you need to find yourself some pornani, and then you won't have to go on the internet and try and take the piss out of people. Ever thought of that? Mix it up, mix it up. Even my parrot agrees. Why are you talking in capital letters, mate? Why are you talking in capital? You're talking capital letters on my tongue and a ban your ass. I ain't bothered about the banter. But you're watching me, mate, ain't you? You're watching me. So as sad as I am or whatever, how I should be watching my calories, you're watching me. When you could be shagging. They've low pills now, Norland's getting ready for the fridge. Recognize address. I have diabetes, it's well fun. Have you actually, Para? Mix it up, oh yeah, now. How do you decide if you're going to be Indian, or English or Indian each day? Depends, innit? Sometimes I do a mixture of both, guys. We can always bring it back. Ding-a-ling-a-ling, what about you got a heat? Mr. Hooly Hooly Hooly.
£300 for booking with a My TUI account. Pick from tons of flight options and holiday durations. Get away for less.
Wait, okay, I've got a question to ask.
My girl's mad at me.
Like the band Madness. Well,
You better get on to subs because we've done a
Who's taking this now like it? I've got obsessive standard. Yeah, I used to be the same actually, Phantom mate. I never used to like Guinness.
Yeah, oi, oi.
But I've got a taste for it.
Let's go.
My girl's mad at me. Minjita's loving it. Go on, Minjita. To Pete.
I'll be in the spare room all next week.
What can I do? It's 'cause I'm overweight. But it fills my plate. Work it, baby. Recognize.
I'll tell you why. Says I'm always sprinkling on the seat. Come on.
Can I have a wee in peace?
Hey, it's bad enough you're moaning when I sneeze. What
Can I do?
What can he do? When I agree.
Seems I've reached a weird part of YouTube again. Greg's, we're not weird, mate. Fancy a bum? Poo. Hey, Mr. Monster. Jeanette, I'm all good. Welcome in, Jeanette. Good to see you again. Hope you're well. Put my dinner in the dustbin.
Lately, I can't even let the cat out without ending up in the dog out. My girl's mad at me. Why? Because I only want to a cup of tea.
How are you, Mr. Monster? The Monster Man. Mr. Woody, make the yard. Show them on the butt you gotta eat. It's Woody, make the yard. Show them on the butt you gotta eat. Duet with Minjita. Go on, Minjita. She's loving life at the minute. Big up, Minjita. Go on, Minjita. Bosh. Wallop. Bosh. You say wallop. Minjita? You little baby. Parrot cam.
My girl's mad at me.
Oh dear.
She hits me when I'm snoring.
Yeah, honestly.
I've got a question to ask you. Yeah? Do you like the band Madness? Well, you better get on to subs because we've done a remix of his tune. Play with us. The Virgin Media Black Friday sale is
Bunchwood, get out of my bloody shop. Get out of my spotty nose. What Indian song would you like? Come on, ladies, to the fish, one fish. Sing it for me, Minjita. Now, what's your thoughts on Asahi? Ain't shit in it, but I'm buying for sumos. It's alright. It's definitely not the worst beer in the world. I would personally say it's just alright. I wouldn't say it's like a great beer. But I do think Japanese beers are underrated. Serene Lewis. Bosh! How you doing, you sluts? Good to see you, mate. One last beer then, bed.
I felt the blood rush to my feet. Well, it took time for me to know.
My land's sofa in the 70s is turban. James Milner of beers. Yeah, steady. I'm a good son. I'm a bit tired, if I'm honest. I'm very sleep deprivated because of me sleep apnea and shit. It's starting to do me in a bit, but I'm in good spirits. To take it up the shit hole. Oh. Baby, you know, there's no new people coming in. The music does that. Do it, learn, bro. Where it should be. I'm talking, baby, because YouTube's scanning. Oh, we recommend this. It could be breaching copyright laws. Hey, we'll see what's going on, you slag. Welcome in, mate. Bosh. Let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom. Let it be, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Now whisper words of wisdom. Let it be, let it be. Well, it took time for me to know. Now what do you try so not to show? Something in my soul just cried. And I see it all in your blue eyes, baby.